So with it, wrong shaker. Hold on, let me drop this link in that shit. Hold on real quick. I got shit going on right now. Let's see. Hold on, let me find my own shit. So with it, Gordon. I really wrong. It's how pull up. There. So look, I put man. I should talk about. You know what I'm saying? Decided to go live was spot, man. I missed my little slot earlier, so I ain't doing shit. I'll pull up. You know what I'm saying? I do got something I can talk about, but it's late night. Everybody trying to read no shit. I've been drinking a little bit. I'm about to be up here stuttering and sputtering and shit. So I thought I changed that shit. Okay, here we go. So with it, Maya? What's going on,
Yeah,
dog?
let me in this bitch.
Shit, you in here, dog? What up, nigga?
I'm telling you, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit. You a little. Are you breaking up a tad bit? But I can hear you though. I can hear you though. What's up with you, man? You know what I'm saying?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better, but it sounds like you in a it sound like you're in a plastic tube or something.
I might be.
Like you're in a bottle, or something. Like, you know, I can hear you, but it sounds like you like in the Matrix or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you can hear the AC blowing into the mic. What about now? Am I still in the tube? Damn, can you hear me?
Yeah. Shit, what you say? Yeah, can you hear me?
I hear you now.
Bet. Yeah, I ain't talking. Since you hear it, I had a very awesome show. The show was very exciting this morning. Can you hear me? Went all the way out.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I was gonna say I might need to hang up and just call back on my phone. I'm on my laptop. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back in and trip on my phone.
By the death. You know what I'm saying? It's late night. You know, the fuck. You know what I'm saying? No. This morning, you know what I'm saying? I was supposed to go live early, but I didn't, so fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Decided to go live. So, but yeah, man. Let's see. So where the Gordo? All right, here we go.
Yeah, there we go. We better now. Now, what was you saying,
Yeah.
Trill?
Oh man, I was saying, man, you had a very explosive show, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
This morning?
Yeah, man, you had a very explosive show, man. What was going on? Since this is, you know what I'm saying, we way after, you know, so what you going, what you got going? You know what I'm saying? Like, explain thoroughly what exactly happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, let's get this out. Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm doing the late, early morning show like I usually do, Trill. You know what I'm saying? And since it was Saturday, you know what I'm saying? Even in the title, I put, you know what I'm saying? No topic Saturday. We can talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right, so boom, I get off in there, and I mean, I'm probably not in there a good 10 minutes, and AV called in, right? You know what I'm saying? So first, you know, if you know the backstory, me and AV didn't get along for a minute from some shit that happened on P page. You know what I'm saying? So when she popped in, she was telling me, you know, I unblocked you and everything. I heard your songs, you know what I'm saying? I unblocked you, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm here. I'm like, okay, bet, what's up? Talk to me. She like, oh man, I'm fucked up right now. I've been drinking, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. You know what you sipping on? She's like, I'm sipping on some hen. Well, anyway, to make a long story short, the longer she sat there, the more she started to talk. You know what I'm saying? And once she started talking, you know what I'm saying, she started feeling herself. So she wanted to get her troll on. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to basically get her troll on. Now, start bringing up people, and I'm telling her, I'm like, hold on, look, you know they gonna see this. You know what I'm saying? You sure this what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling the Tria, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And say I'm gonna delete it or whatever. No, man, they gonna see this. You know what I'm saying? Or you sure this what you want to do? She's like, I don't give a fuck. Such, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bet. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, get your shit off. You know what I'm saying? So she goes to going in. Boom. She's saying whatever she's saying. She's saying whatever she's saying. And then I would let her say a couple shits, and then I'll remind the Trip here. Now, you know they're going to come for you. You know, it's late right now, but when the sun start coming up, you know, if you still here, they going to get on your ass. I don't care. I don't care. Such. I'm telling the Trip. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. I'm telling her. Hey, boom. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? She threw a couple people name out there that she disagreed with or whatever. Woo. So then time goes by, the sun come up. You know what I'm saying? People start falling in. You know what I'm saying? Like Room Shaker was the first one to fall in. So when she got there, I told her, hey, Room Shaker, call in. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So she called in. And AV was still there. So AV told her what she said, whoop de whoop, or you know, and they talk whatever they gonna talk. Room Shaker said, you know, I ain't entertaining this. Boom. So she jumped off. All right. So then a couple minutes later, an hour later, something like that, you know, the Empress drops in.
Most definitely.
Boom. But she already on 10, you know what I'm saying? When she first hit the door. Like she don't ask no questions or whoever called her, you know what I'm saying, and said whoever was saying something about her, you know, she just went out for that. Boom. She on 10 as soon as she hit the door. She cut, but the thing that was killing me was she cussing me out. Hey man, I ain't said nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? And if you wouldn't have came in here on 10 going at me, then I was gonna tell you, hey, Shay, you got something you need to address, just like I did Room Shaker. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna be no whole ass nigga and then just let her say whatever she gonna say. And then when you pop up in my show, don't say nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? No, she's still here. You got the right to address her just like she addressed you. You know what I'm saying? If you want to. Now, if you don't want to, you don't got to. But I'm just letting you know that it was, you know, it was something said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anyway, you know what I'm saying? She proceeds to do whatever she gonna do and blame it on me, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. And she vanishes. But not all the way completely. But anyway, and then Coolin came. So they telling Coolin, you need to call in. Coolin called in. AV still there. You know what I'm saying? AV tell her whatever she want to tell her. Coolin tell her whatever she want to tell her. And boom, it was over. So only one person really took anything to heart and really just went to making it more than it was. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what happened. AV was just getting that shit out.
Let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when this shit be going off, I'll be sitting there like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, damn, this shit, you know, it's popping over there. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I would have kicked everybody's ass out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, damn, what the fuck be going through my mind when this shit be going off? You know what I'm saying? I know I be sitting there like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Because hey, Trill, because I'm already knowing what's gonna happen. You know, so when she started on it, I'm like, look, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. Cause I know they're gonna come for you. You know what I'm saying? I know that as soon as they catch wind that you saying this and you saying that, somebody gonna want to confront you about it. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, I don't care. And Trill Pill, she stayed there the whole time until they all got there, Trill Pill.
Yeah.
You hear me? Until everybody got there, she stayed there the whole time. So it was more like, you know, she's saying what she's saying, but at the same time, she's not running either. So once you get up or once you're ready to talk about it, shit, she here to talk about it. Talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Say whatever you got to say in your own defense. Nobody's not stopping you from getting your shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was saying.
Right on. Shay, what's up?
What's good? I wanted to tap in so I can put things in perspective for people that just don't get it and don't understand.
You the one that don't get it.
You don't get it, Mahaya. Obviously.
No, I get it completely.
You don't get it. Don't be rude to me. I'm not. I ain't come up here to be disrespected, and I'm not gonna disrespect you. So please give me respect. All I came up here to say, Trill Pill, was I feel like there was a different way that things could have been handled. I was asleep in my bed. I wasn't on his page. I wasn't even in the chat. The fact is, back when I was on his page and would quote unquote co-host, if that's what you want to call it, or just be on this panel or whatever, we never talked about anybody who was not either on the panel or in the room to defend themselves. I don't care if you feel like you gave her a free pass to sit up there and wait for everybody. You allowed this woman to sit on the panel and talk about several different women for hours, almost upward of 5 hours. That is not tasteful. That is very disrespectful. And for me to sit here and say that I fuck with you and I was loyal to you, I was dumb as fuck, and I'll never come back on your page. I unsubscribed, and I don't. And from this, I know you don't care. You don't have to care, Mahaya. I'm not saying this for you to.
We know you don't have disappear like a ghost. We know.
Listen, and I started disappearing first because you started moving funny. That's what you failed to realize, sir. I don't owe you an explanation. I just felt like I respect you enough to give you one. Trill Pill, that's all I wanted. I'm not finna argue no more about this shit. It's petty. We ended the night good over there singing. It's funny how people want to come and try to rehash this negative energy that we let go of way earlier. It's negative. It's negative. Like we moved past this. We were singing and shit, feeling good on room.
We're gonna feel good over it too. I asked the question. I asked the question. I didn't mean for y'all to, do whatever. And if you gonna, do whatever you gonna do, he gonna do whatever he gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I really was just trying.
Absolutely. I wish him the best of luck on his show and his endeavors. And I'm gonna tap back in Trill Pill a little bit later. That's all I want to address was him personally. Directly.
You didn't address me because I didn't get to say better.
Go ahead, Mahaya. I'm listening.
All right. This is what I'm telling you. Regardless to what she said, when you say, I had her up there talking about people, you know what I'm saying, for 5 hours, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have her doing anything. She called in on her own and started doing that. You got to remember, it's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? We just are having an open platform. Whoever welcome to call in and talk about whatever. So she really just had the shits and giggles going. But at the same time, that's why I keep on saying it wasn't like she said something about you and then ducked off. Or she said something about any of y'all and then ducked off. No, she didn't do that. She said whatever she said and then she sat there and waited. So it's a difference between talking behind your back and then letting you know what I said. You got your opportunity to address it in the flesh, in the person. You know what I'm talking about? With your own voice, whether you wanted to entertain it or not. You know what I'm saying? You had your chance to say whatever you wanted to with her because she was still right there. Now, I would expect for you to be mad at me had I let her do that and then she took off. know what I'm saying? You didn't even get to say nothing to her. You didn't even get to, you know what I'm saying, nothing. I can expect you to be mad at me for that. But I care for that. But I can't
be mad at you for somebody leaving off your panel. I can be upset with you for you allowing. Again, I always use the example of Carl. That example that, and I know that it's people on here that I'm cool with now, but they attacked me because of a comment that you made. You didn't say, hey, that was me, that wasn't Shay. She didn't even say nothing. I had to stand there and be beat down by myself. The only thing is I found to be unfair, I'll say. I don't expect much from you, Mahaya. You don't sleep with me, you don't lay up with me, you don't talk to me. We really have no connection or friendship like you showing me that shit. No loyalty.
Mahaya haven't did anything to
that
you,
shit
Shay.
dead, Mahaya. It's dead. But I'm saying is I wouldn't sit there. Even to this day, Mahaya, I won't let nobody come on my panel and speak negatively of you.
You did it the other day.
You did it the other day, Shay. I said whatever. I said I'm
playing back the audio. Said you don't see nothing wrong with it. All of that. Stop playing, man.
Because I said it was domestic. You know what? Do you know what domestic
that's not what
means?
You said. You said you didn't see nothing wrong with what he was sitting up there doing. That it was all right with you. And that was way before anybody came on my show and said a word about Shay. So that was previous.
I didn't see nothing wrong with what who was doing.
Did I say to the dude that was playing it back and forth, who kept on rewinding and saying this and saying that?
It was funny, Mahaya. What the fuck? Why are you mad about that? Do you think I get mad when people sit here and each his own?
I'm not mad.
Hey,
that's what you doing.
Hey, but hold up though. You know what I'm saying? Cause I kind of see where the both of y'all are coming from. All right, you know what I'm saying? I think sometimes like really being a observer of everything, you know what I'm saying? I think it's, I don't know, to be honest, this whole shit is weird. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta find a way, you know what I'm saying, to not really regulate this shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to kind of jump from panel to panel and not know how far everybody gonna go. Like nobody, like, you know what I'm saying, me, Mahaya, and Shay, we all have our own pages. We all gonna run our shit the way we run it. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I think a lot of the problem is that some people, the tolerance level, you know what I'm saying? It's just that the tolerance level. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That is what I see.
All I'm saying is my head I didn't trip. I let it go on. You know what I'm saying? You entertained it. I said nothing. I ain't bring it up.
But what if I wouldn't have came on and it would have been a show just like the show I emailed you about that I wasn't present for? And see, I got examples. Hey, hold on. I got examples though of why I feel this way. See, you can never understand where I'm coming from because you're not trying to be objective. You're on the subjective side where you feeling like you got to defend yourself. I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking you. I want you to understand that. What I am upset.
But I'm gonna be quiet and let you finish.
I'm done, Mahaya. Y'all have a good night, Trill.
Okay.
Trill.
Yeah. What's up with it?
All I'm saying is, man, the other day, old dude set up on her platform, running my name like it wasn't nothing. She laughed, giggled, you know what I'm saying? Everything. It was funny. We rewinded everything. I didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say a word. Nor was I present. You hear me? Nor was I present. You know what I'm saying? People told me that this happened. So it's really all in the same thing, in the same realm of what she's trying to act like it's not. It's all in the same realm together. But notice
it's how in the same realm.
Yeah, notice how I took it by not saying nothing, still being cool, still being everything. But then when somebody got up there and did something similar, you know, saying something to her, then she hate me now. Oh man, we ain't cool.
I'm just in the same realm, but I mean, I think that it's just a misunderstanding. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Shay, you know what I'm saying, for voicing her opinion on how she felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I give her 2 props for staying and letting me get half of my shit off instead of just getting hers off and burning off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, you know, it's just a matter of tolerance level. You know what I'm saying? You know, but to each his own. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really called for y'all to get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I ain't into it. You know what I'm saying? But my head is not into it. Trust and believe. We good.
But at the same time, you know, so I do like for everybody to kind of get a chance to, you know what I'm saying, say what they got to say, get their shit off, and just move the fuck on. Cause a lot of times we all, you know what I'm saying, we all get our shit off, and then we tend to hang on the same shit day after day after fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Before we know it, it's the whole week, and we talk about the same motherfucking problem.
Same thing.
And like niggas went from panel to panel to panel with the same problem. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? If she said what she said, she gonna do what she do, and you know what I'm saying? That's perfectly fine. If that shit dead, then that shit dead. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, I ain't worried about none of it.
You know what I'm saying? We all, you know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing about that. But shit, other than that, you know what I'm saying? A salute to Shay. You know what I'm saying? Hope you call back in a little bit. We can get this, you know, we gonna have a good night. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really even go on this late. I'm like, fuck it. I do it because I had a show planned for 5 o'clock, but I said, fuck it, man.
Already.
My game was on. You know what I'm saying? I started drinking and shit. I said, man, fuck all that. So I was like, shit, fuck it. But yeah, salute to everybody that's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, how's your weekend going? You know what I'm saying? How everything going so far?
Everything been straight so far, G. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? Everything been all right. What about you? Did you do some cooking today?
No. Well, yeah, man. You know, I did a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A nigga out here trying to not eat meat and shit. So I have to, you know what I'm saying? Nigga had to barbecue some motherfucking vegetables, and that shit was feeling lame as fuck. You know, that shit was good.
No.
That shit different. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You gotta be thankful. Hey, hold on. First off, salute Trill, salute my head, man.
Already, my nigga.
First and foremost, man.
Big salute.
But nah, Trill, you gotta get creative on that grill with them vegetables, dog.
Hey man, I was, man. You know what I'm saying? I had some corn. You know what I'm saying?
Cramping my style.
You know, so I had some corn. You know, so I had, you know, like a few little. You know what I'm saying? Little. Oh, I don't know. That shit was alright though.
You gotta think about it. Corn on the grill, man. That basic. You gotta fuck around with like some asparagus and shit. Like, you gotta eat.
Yeah, I mean, I had some of that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But I had a little bit of everything, man. But that shit was lame.
I don't believe you know how to cook. That's why you saying it lame, man. You just threw this shit up on there.
Nah, man, that shit lame. I'm not gonna lie. Trying to grill vegetables, dog. I mean, that shit it's different. I was like, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. But it was alright though. You know, it wasn't that bad. It was a whole lot faster. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. I do gotta get better in my vegetable repertoire of cooking. You know what I'm saying? Since I'm going this route.
So you don't fuck with no meat at all?
I tell you, I ain't give me a cigarette.
No, I ain't. I ain't had no meat. Like I've eaten like nothing, like no meat for like a month and a half already. Like I'm trying to see, like, you know, so I'm trying to see how far I can go, cause like I stay down the street from a Popeyes, and that shit always smelling good. I be wanting to walk up and down, get me a quick little 4-piece.
That's the thing. I don't try to fuck with that fast food, man. Pork and shit, like hell, I eat bacon. We mostly get beef bacon and shit. I don't think I ate no type of pork in like probably like 4-5 years.
I haven't eaten pork at all.
Because I've been married, I've been eating a lot of beef and shit. But hey, I'm gonna cut this shit out, man.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been trying to cut all that shit out because you know, nigga getting older and shit, and plus, like, I'm not gonna lie, man. I ain't really like growing up, growing up, I ain't eat a whole lot of pork and shit anyway because I grew up Muslim for part of my childhood. My dad.
mic cut out, man.
Huh?
Now, like your mic was distorted or something had cut out for a minute.
That's why I find it is fuck.
Yeah, I'm about the same way, but shit, it was a little different for me though. I was always big. I was always big about all this shit. I think when I was in the 6th grade, I fucked around, caught a damn Rose Street. I was like about 5'10", like 280, and like 6th grade. Like shit, when I was in the 8th grade, shit, I was playing high school football. Shit, I always been big. Big I was, shit, nigga. Cause shit, nigga, it's like hell down in Mississippi, niggas be when you go to 2A and 3A school, you know, niggas just be wanting to go to Jackson State and Alcorn and shit be sweating, you know. You know, the HB, you know, niggas try to goddamn soup you up and goddamn want you to eat and shit. So then I think my senior year, and I take it in my 11th grade, you're probably the biggest I ever was. I probably had hit like 6'1" then. I probably like 320. Now take that back. I'm cat. I probably like 360.
360?
360.
Yeah.
See shit. Then I was benching like 415. I was squatting like 485, but shit, my max was like 5 plus.
Yeah.
Like shit. Like, hey, it was like, hey, after my mama had ended up on, you know how motherfuckers the stage before diabetes, like all this shit sugar. So
yeah.
she had ended up getting diagnosed with thick. So she around about that time, both when they got to like my 11th and 12th grade year, I had to cut a lot of shit out on my own though. Like shit, I think about my senior year, I had dropped down like maybe like 320, 315. Yeah, shit. I ended up going to Southwest Community College, and I had put my knee up. I won a football scholarship. I put my knee up, but she, goddamn, them motherfuckers didn't want to pay for the insurance and shit. So she, by that time, my mama said she had got like a little workman come money. She had stepped away from her job. She had got a cartilage fucked up in her arm. So she, with the like hey, with her insurance for it from her work, but then I want insurance too, a little money, you know, nigga had, you know, we gonna say selling candy bars and cupcakes. Goddamn, you know, shit, nigga was able to goddamn, you know, goddamn go through, you know, the surgery and physical therapy and all this shit. That shit, nigga, just honestly, I had just said fuck football, man. I used to just goddamn, we had like a wellness center. Right, just go in that bitch and shoot ball every day.
Yeah, hey, say man, that shit right there. Like when you get to the point where you like just say like fuck it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, shit. I got to that point like my freshman year. I had got to college I was going to Langston. When I got to that bitch, I was like, man, I ain't started practicing this shit. And I'm like, man, this shit ain't fun no more. You know what I'm saying? And I always told myself, like, shit, man, well, this shit don't be fun no more. That's when it's time to stop. So I was like, fuck it.
Hey, so you play college ball,
huh? Nah, I stopped before I even played one game. Okay. I just wasn't having fun. It's just a bunch of shit going on.
So I'm gonna ask you that day.
Yeah.
You want me to tell when I realized it wasn't fun for me?
Yeah.
I'm over coming to your damn dorm room at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning for prayer.
Yeah.
Oh, this shit can't be like.
Man,
man, I ain't gonna care. But after I pulled my knee up, I'm able to see it. And I was just like, man, I rather goddamn, I rather take this lucrative route on the college campus and play football, cause it's like shit, nigga, it's too much. This ain't like goddamn high school shit. Niggas try to treat this shit like a real job, and they want you to goddamn go to class, then go back, then come back to pray. Then go to the gym, then go back to class, then come back to pray. But man, by the time we go back in the dorm room, be like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Yeah. I had told her, I said, babe, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna flood the campus out. Fuck this. Shit, that time it seemed like when I told her that, bro, man, I had put my damn ACL.
Yeah.
Like, no cap. Shit.
I just got tired of that shit. Like we had to run like he's doing all that goddamn running and shit. Like I wasn't tripping about that shit, but I was just standing. I'm like, man, I used to love doing this shit. Now I got here, and so they don't be, you know what I'm saying. Once you get to college, they be acting weird with the like of the small schools. Like the fast food and financial aid and shit be kind of weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you can file for it. Like you have to make sure you file for this shit. Like right when the financial aid went over, because if you try to do that summer shit, like not as far as summer school, but like a motherfucker take this summer window to try to get financial aid, you get fucked out. Well, what college you went? What college you went to, bro?
Langston University.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in Oklahoma. Shit, it's it's HB to see you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I know about Langston, man. I know about Langston University, man. I really want. I thought probably with the Texas Southern and shit. I took a semester out there when I was staying in Houston. I heard, I remember one line we were talking about Texas Southern and shit. I thought maybe you had went out there bitch. I was going out there bitch in like it was like 2010.
Yeah.
I was out there bitch around this time.
Yeah, I wanted to go like I'm not gonna lie, like for a minute, I wanted to go to like a Prairie View or TSU or something like that. But at the minute, I was like, man, that's where everybody from my high school is going. I don't want that shit to be like another high school type.
Yeah. Oh, I feel your this shit. But yeah, man, I picked up like, I think since I've been married, bro, I probably picked up like 20, maybe 30 extra pounds, bro. And why shit?
Yeah, that was cool.
What's that? Man, your shit breaking up, man. It about to be the Gordo Papa TV show, goddamn. Man, you need to fix your shit, Tree.
I got no. Hey, can you hear me?
Nah, it keep fucking up.
God.
Man, you got that Obama Wi-Fi, man. Salute, BFA.
Big salute, dog. Oh.
Yeah, I picked this goddamn.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you, man.
Yeah, we had a storm in this whole it knocked out the iOS system. That shit ain't been right since they got it back up. They fucking up.
Yeah. I knew that shit was coming over there anyway, cause the same time we had the hurricane coming anyway, shit. They were talking about this. They were talking about it was a rainstorm coming from like Guatemala, bro. They sent a bunch of rain to Arizona. They were saying like Arizona shit. They like, the drought they got at this big. Yeah, they were like, shit. They finna goddamn be straight. But shit, that's why I was saying, all this shit had hell. You got. That's why I said about the climate, like with all these folks, the conspiracy theory talking about climate control, bro. It just be a coincidence sometimes. How you got a hurricane coming from the Gulf, but you got a whole rainstorm. And I'm sorry, bro. This my first time in my whole 32 years of living that I ever heard of a fucking rainstorm that travel all the way from Guatemala all the way to that Arizona, Texas. No cap. I ain't never heard of it.
Hey man, we should be moving like like a lot of that shit. They can they got shit to make it rain and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I don't be want to just say,
yeah, they got it like in fuck, what is that shit?
I know what you're talking about.
Dubai.
Yeah.
Man, I was like, man, that shit way too hot. That shit right in the middle of the fucking desert. They have to make that shit rain for that to cool off.
Man, bro, it's one time, I don't know what this shit is. I want to say, bro, they say like most of the whole year, that bitch hell or like frequent like lightning stuff.
Yeah.
Like that shit's some scary ass shit right there, sir.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't be right. I can't be in this town, sir. This shit, like, I forgot what this shit was in, though. It'd be like weird shit. You be like, mother nature just like a female menstrual cycle, goddamn. For real, for real. It just be a little, man, but yeah, shit. I had said something about this shit later. I think it was on my head channel. I said, boy, y'all gonna get some rain. I gonna get a lot of goddamn rain this week. When you come up here,
yeah,
you come
hey,
up here in school.
It ain't, yeah. I'm saying we come. Hey, I'm sorry that we don't get up here and scream and yell all night. You know what I'm saying?
you gonna be the talk of the town and this after 5 o'clock tomorrow. You come up here, sis.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I need my reminder just so I can watch.
Talking about we born. Well, I'm sorry if you're not entertained. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really have nothing going. I just thought to fucking go live. It ain't gonna be a whole lot of hooting and hollering over here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's a lot. A whole lot of hooting and hollering going. A lot of goddamn screaming and shouting that be going on, man. I'll be trying to chill. You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't gonna count. But nigga like you, yeah, you probably need to, you have to go do your piece and everybody that want to burn sage in the circle. You just tell them come on, like when they just want to be a piece
yeah, we gonna burn some sage.
Yeah, the one that got to deal with Big C and all that, they want you know, they go deal with the folk shit.
I be trying to chill. Yeah, I be trying to chill. You know, I get my troll on. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be. You know, I ain't trying to infringe on anybody trolling. Like I want all the trolls and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't about to do a whole lot of hooting and hollering and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie. Like
hey, I be tired of that shit. Bro. Like last night I was at work, bro. I ain't gonna care. I work overnight, but it was like last night at work, bro. I had just put my. I think I cut on the. I think I watched the episode of Joe Rogan, man. I had to switch it up, bro. It was like, man, it was a heated conversation. It was heated. Room shaking know what I'm talking about. This conversation on your page, room shaking. Like, man, it's like my anxiety, man. I'm just listening to it. I wasn't even cut. Like, cause most of the time, bro, I prop my phone up there with the shit. Right. It's some of them, like, it's a mixture. Like, it's throw on me now out of training for it, so it ain't that many older people there. Everybody around my age is younger than me, or they a couple years older than me. So, yeah, I ain't gonna call it. But fucking goddamn. Yeah, train them dumb motherfuckers sometimes, and you just teach them. If you trying to teach them this shit in the system and stuff, bro, I just prop my phone up, bro. I caught anxiety last night, man. That's why I said that shit. Like, I understand. I'm gonna say this to my head ain't shaking. I understand both of y'all point of view.
So what's the topic?
What's the topic?
Yeah, the topic? What's the topic, man?
I don't really have no topic, but I can go on my phone real quick. I definitely.
Oh wow! You gotta go on your phone.
What do you mean?
What side of Dallas you from?
South.
I'm from Dallas.
Oh yeah, man, that Tria P, man, it's the Tria P show, man. South Dallas, man. Ball head, you know the hottest singer in the YouTube street.
Now, if I go to
hottest singer. Absolutely.
I go on your live, just drop me, kick me from the studio. Don't let me sit up here.
No, I'm gonna let you get up here for content like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna drop you down. Don't worry, I'm treat you right. Don't worry about it. But no, I'll put it like this. Can y'all hear me?
I can.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. So let me see. Oh yeah, that's a good question. I got it. Okay. So
before you answer it, before you say that, just understand. I was watching the whole live yesterday.
Yeah.
It wasn't on my head.
Yeah.
I was honestly Sunday. I thought it was gonna be one day that we weren't gonna have no beef in these streets because the way my head vibe be when he come out. Old girl was drunk. She was feeling herself. As far as that, she talking about she was in the bushes and stuff. Baby, I'd have seen you on other people's lives, man. Come on, man.
Who
This
was in the
stuff you could have been.
bushes?
No, I'm talking about old girl that came at all y'all.
AB.
See, sometimes a man I just step in and be like, baby, if you drunk, you do that on the channel where we know you always be popping up saying stuff on. Don't come on this man's channel.
That's the
Well,
blue people stripper. She ashamed of her color.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a, you know.
This was my thing though. Any female that know it wasn't number niggas in the live when they first, it was a few women up in there. But like, you know these chicks been rolling for like 4-5 days, bro. They got jobs and been up on it be like a full-time job, bro. They tired. You know how female gonna be on the side. Once they go get dialed up or something and they don't go to the, it's cold, so female ain't going to the club, so if they ain't popping out past like 9 o'clock, they in the house watching Netflix with their buddy on. Like these females man. Come on, man.
Hey, but they got to let loose. Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. Like everybody in the chat was telling her, like, you could have came in like the B list of females that ain't gonna say shit to you. But you came in all the A-listers. And you threw slick shots at other people. There's A-listers they've been popping they shit. But you ain't say they name though. And that was my whole thing, like, bro, it was just one day, bro, I thought we weren't going to have all this bullshit go on. Bro. So that's why I said, bro, that night, when Von was on your channel, Room Shake, I caught his anxiety, man. I ain't going to care. I understand where Von coming from, true enough. Because sometimes we got to look at, bro, some of the stuff that's going on right now is beyond page it being on YouTube. Some of these guys really do want to see these people personally. They even go,
but at the same talking, look, let me tell you something. Hold
on, let me get this. Come on, Room Shake. Don't do me like that. Let me get this. Hold on, listen, Room Shake. Not me, baby, not me. Come on, sus, not me, though. Let me get through, sus. I'm just talking about, I felt it in his voice, sus. But what I'm saying is, they should have did that on your account. They disrespect, like, true enough. That's why I say I call it anxiety, because, since you been on, you already know. Just like how Troll Gang was with me Patricia when he said like he liked this show. When I came on, I told you like the female version of Kevin Samuels. Like shit, I'm dead ass serious. Them niggas shouldn't have did. They weren't meant to be up on your show. Cause I caught it. I'm like, man, y'all fucking up her brain on the way she gonna pop her shit. And it been a lot of like that's the point. That's the point I'm saying that they did it at the wrong. It was the wrong show they did it. But them like niggas coming at you and all, cause I don't watch. Like I heard you saying they was on somebody else's channel. Whatever channel they was on, I don't go over. So with me, I'ma say it like this, and I defend. If I fuck with the two, when niggas say some slow ass shit, I'ma defend. Yeah, they shouldn't have been on your channel with this shit. They should have respected you. When you would let them speak their piece of shit, they go for all points. When you up on these people, they respect them, man. Because the biggest thing, if you ain't showing that person no respect, man, it's just like with all this shit. Even if like with Room Shake, I salute her. She said she get her own shit. She get up on these big goddamn. She ain't studying all they get monetized shit. But hey, you see what she doing, like motherfucker tune in and she pop her shit. Like hey, I'm from the country. I know I got plenty of cousins just like Room Shake. I fuck with them too. I already know where she coming from. It's just a lot of them be on some street stuff to the point they not gonna be on YouTube like that. So with us guys, when we on one of these female panels, show them some respect, man. If y'all gonna talk, don't over talk each other. Cause man, I'm gonna be honest. When you fuck up with a female that cool with you, they gonna be like, fuck with a whole broom in your ass. No cap. I'm sorry, Tree. I gotta say it. Because I already know how Room Shake up in the come. That's why I say, let me get through Room Shake because I understand where you coming from. But like last night, put like this for me, nigga like me saying it, I call it anxiety, man. I was like this shit is beyond YouTube right now. And they taking a whole substance out of her channel. They making this like niggas really want to get it, and they just do what they coming to.
Yeah, like a battleground or some shit.
Yeah, and everybody following each other, man. That's the crazy thing. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. But like last night, I just caught anxiety, and they were wrong the way they handled it on your channel. All for it. They should have had respect for you.
Yeah.
But don't chew me out already now, wrong shit.
First of all, I'm gonna just say this: one man you know gonna get that far out their body over another man, nigga. Like I feel like this now, and I was trying to be neutral because when he sent me them receipts, I could have put them receipts up on my screen, but I was trying to stay out of it and let them do them. But nigga, for you to call me all them fat ass bitches and shit, you went over there on Cartier's and shot off. Fuck you, fucking Empire, and every damn thing that's rolling with them. And that ain't even talking about the niggas that's in the chat, because I still fuck with some of them. But the fact the way you came, nigga, you been feeling like that towards me. You just didn't know when to release, and now that you see that you couldn't control me, nigga, you mad, but I told you off top, don't play with me because you can't control me. So now motherfucker gonna see what it is, because Cartier been hit me up behind scene and told me stop letting people that don't fuck with them come on my channel. Like I said, everybody was welcome on my channel. If a motherfucker get up on my channel and speak on you, I'm going to sit back, I'm going to mute myself, and I'm going to let y'all sit there and talk it out and go for what you know. I'm not putting myself in the middle of nobody motherfucking beef. Only people I probably stand up for is I'm going to tell you ain't finna come on my channel and bash no female, because at the end of the day, I am one. So therefore, I'm going to stand on it. But at the same time, for everybody to pop off on me last night, y'all got me all the way fucked up, and that's what y'all fail to realize. I told y'all off top who I was when I introduced myself. I told y'all I ain't one of them. So if you played with it, you fucked yourself up. And then for that little retarded ass chipmunk over there talking about.
Hold on, watch that. For the R word. The R word.
Chipmunk.
No, he said with the R word.
Well, the SSI check getting person chipmunk.
Okay.
That decided to say that he was gonna manipulate me. Baby, your mind ain't strong enough to manipulate a person like me. So y'all really fucked y'allself, because I was a loyal motherfucker to rock with, considering the fact I don't know none of y'all. I don't owe y'all shit. But now they gonna see what it is. Come for me and I'm coming back. And I know a lot of shit that I actually ain't exposed. But shit, I'm waiting for it to come out, because like I say, I want the whole crowd. I want that whole little group to come at me at once so I can just expose everybody at once. That's why I'm sitting on receipts, because all y'all locked up in there together. So I want the whole little tribe to go ahead and gang up on little old me or big old me, and I'm going to sit there and make a bomb explode on their ass. Because this shit is crazy, and then it's all men. It ain't no females involved in this little stuff. It's men. What I'm doing to make y'all hate on me so bad. But nigga, for you to fix your mouth and say you made me, I ain't come out your nutsack. You should feel lesser than a man telling me some shit like that. I got more balls than you, and I ain't even got what y'all got.
Hey, that's why I fuck with them, man, on everything.
Hey, so let me ask you this though. So at certain times, you know what I'm saying, you know, like when they, you know, everybody getting their shit out, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know what I'm saying, I'll be sitting back and, you know, and observing the shit. Like, what goes on in your mind, you know what I'm saying, when the shit pop off, or like right before it pop off, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know like it's about to pop off, like, or do you like see it popping off, and do you feel like
are you asking me this?
Yeah. Do you feel like
no,
you have to kind of
let me tell you something.
Put a cap on it?
I'm put my phone.
I'm not gonna put nothing on it, because like,
all right, bro, you good.
Women should stay out of men problems. So
exactly, right.
If you bring it to the flow, what am I supposed to do but stand back? But at the same time, if we was on the street, I ain't feeling nobody hurt you now. I empty the clip. But at the same token is, this stuff, this the second time that stuff between Cam and Von that took place on my channel. The first time they argued so motherfucking long and wasn't up resolved, everybody left running off the panel mad. So this time, I wouldn't laugh with none of that on my mind. And that's what I'm saying. For you to jump sideways for me, nigga, and you also say a bitch should stay in their place. Let me show you how a bitch really supposed to rock. Because a bitch can function with or without your ass. That's where you're fucking up at. But anyway, I did a whole nother show, and it was based off somebody else. But then you came up here on my panel, so I shut down my topic to give you the flow to speak. And then you came in there throwing shots. So everybody you took a shot at, I let come on the stage. But at the same time, in my mind, the way I think, nigga, who the fuck sent you? What the fuck is you looking for besides clout? Because what man gonna get pressed over another man not want to fight them? Only way you gonna force a man to stand his motherfucking ground is to catch him in them streets and just walk up and dip, pop him dead in his face. And if he got hard to get right about himself, it's gonna go up from there. But on these YouTube streets, I'm not finna come out my body, nigga. You don't want that nigga that bad because you would have hunted him down. You would have did all that. I think it's a show. I think it's a play. I think he doing it for clout. And I think he want to be Boosie Badass, which I don't think he is. And then I'm starting to think it might be something else. You might want to kiss him or fuck him the way you running up behind.
Oh, hey. Okay. Well, let me change the can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Let me ask you this question. Let me kind of change the course, you know. So, you know, I don't want you to feel like, you know what I'm saying, you personally talk about any of this bullshit that went on past few days, you know what I'm saying. Fuck that shit, you know. But since you said, you know, what my topic, I do have a question. All right, and that question is, what is something that what are a few things that you would tell, or what kind of advice would you give your younger self? Like, if you can see your younger self, young Roman Shaker, you know what I'm saying? What advice would you give her?
Don't let nobody change you. Stay exactly where you are.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I actually like the person I am.
Right. He had to change at some point. Did you feel like he had to compromise? And you know what I'm saying?
I think the way I feel like I was supposed to be, I think I was made to win. And the personality that I got, it motivates me. So therefore, I don't need validation from the outside world because everything I need is stored in me. Now, as far as my attitude and controlling my tongue, I know how to humble myself. I have no problem with it. But at the same token is, I'm not going to allow nobody to attack me. That's just me. That's my defense mechanism. Don't come for me if I'm not bothering you, because you can never bully me or pick on me because I'm not the weakest link.
All right. Okay.
I came up out of 12 people, and 7 of them was boys, and I was the baby sister, and that's who I
was about to ask
you. You need to wipe. You need to get a dirty towel.
I need to get a dirty towel.
Now I'm talking to my son, and they trying to come in. I talk to my boys. My bad.
Of course.
Hold on, dude. I got you, dog. Hold on. Put you on mute real quick. Hold on, man.
Oh no, you have to understand. I'm off today, so my boys, they be up just like I be up and shit. They be on YouTube and playing Xbox and shit.
Absolutely.
One of them got to clean up their shit. And instead of them getting a clean towel, I rather give one of them damn dirty towels, clean some shit up that they call be clean up off the floor.
Yeah.
And dude, shit. Hey, I'm a doctor's goddamn allowance, goddamn.
Sock it to your pocket, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, shit, let me ask you, you know what I'm saying? Welcome back, Shay. You know, welcome to the I guess this is a late night edition of the Trail Pills. Late night, early morning.
Let's go. Late night pills. All right.
So, late night pills. Yeah, I'm gonna ask this, I'm just asking a little icebreaker question. Since what is some advice that you'll give your younger self? if you can sit, if you can sit down, or if you can like spend the whole day with the younger Shay, you know what I'm saying? Probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is some advice that you would give? You know what I'm saying? Maybe a adolescent Shay.
I wouldn't want to spend a whole day with that bitch, but if I had to give her some advice, I'm for real. I used to be hell. Like, I'm being real. I'm being real raw, uncut. This is late night with Shay, baby. But I would tell myself to pursue my dreams and don't let anything or anybody stop me, because one thing I did always considered other people's perspectives and opinion, when really at the end of the day that shit never really mattered, and I didn't capture that until I was in my 20s. It was a little bit too late to go back to, you know, the 13, 14 adolescent Shay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
AKA Miss Pooh. That's what they used to call me. Listen.
Lil Pooh.
Miss Pooh.
Miss Pooh.
And Miss Shay. Like my aunties used to call me Miss Shay. It was so weird because they was like, I always acted like a little lady. But I don't know where they saw that, because to me I used to seem like I was loud, like I was obnoxious, I could be rude, just real outspoken in a sense. And it's like I had to learn how to redirect a lot of that energy. As y'all see, I'm still working on it. I'm a work in progress every day. But I had to learn how to control myself, because, you know, I'm very emotional a person, just because of what I've been through in life. I'm just kind of made like this. So sometimes people could take my words of passion and extreme passion being anger. And it's not that I'm angry. Sometimes I'm just really passionate about what I'm saying. That's all. Right. I tell myself to hold that shit together, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Big Gordo. Let me ask you this question, man. What's something that you will tell young Gordo?
Man, you got a different platform, Trill, so I'm gonna be vulnerable right now.
Go ahead, big dog.
Two things I tell myself if I had a whole day, two key things I tell my younger self. Well, one thing will be to be prepared to be the man of the house, unexpected.
Okay.
And the second thing will be just don't. Boy, you finna fuck my head up right now. All right, man.
It's all good.
It's finna come from a real place where I feel like if I would have never seen this one particular thing, like I feel like I would be straight. But I found my daddy. So what I'm finna say is, like, this shit, don't even go just check on my daddy that night. Shit, yeah. Cause I feel like, you know, that what it triggers something for me that probably it probably put me up in the head to go through the routes I've been through in life. If they make any sense that you if anybody if from any type of struggle understand it, you'll get one thing. So like they could be like Bahia say, nigga I ain't worried about motherfucking things. So that's why I be saying all this stuff that go on YouTube street can be resolved. But I done seen some shit, bro, like they threw some shit to the point like a lot of this shit really ain't it's entertainment. But for some people, bro, this shit is stressing them out, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Like for me, this shit entertainment, but it's certain particular thing, like it'll make some people snatch their head off their neck, man. I already know that. If people that be saying like this stuff, if you ain't been on YouTube in the last like 10, 15 years to know like Is YouTubers that got killed? Is YouTubers that got beat up? Is YouTube like they didn't actually stop vlogging because they was talking about some shit they weren't supposed to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Like a nigga got on their head, they real shit. So it's a lot of this shit, bro. I just be sitting back when it's folk shit. Yeah, I entertain all this shit, but some of this shit just go way too far of the spectrum of you push.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Hear you now.
Okay.
Ellen said she got some questions to ask. I told her go ahead. Ellen, I might make my platform as big as yours.
Shit, she better retire one shot.
Right. I think Ellen show canceled, man. They running reruns of Ellen shit right now.
She got enough money. She ain't gonna do shit but shut that shit down and create like a podcast or something. That's what she gonna do.
Ellen is weird.
Somewhere where she can have
Ellen show.
Man, I don't like watching Ellen show because it's always that dancing ass nigga. Never he get up and start pop locking the shit. I'm like, bro, if you don't get your buck, this nigga be pop locking and buck dancing and shit. I be like, bro.
Listen, that's how my uncle danced. I put a little video clip up of my uncle dancing at my cousin Val.
I seen that nigga. That nigga
my uncle down there 60 and he can move like that still. That nigga funny as hell.
That nigga was moving and grooving, but man, every time Ella look at that nigga Twitch, and he be hopping down, I be like, bro, don't be dancing for these. Come on, don't be dancing for these white people, dog. They could be all up in the crowd dancing and shit. I be like, man, what that check look like, Twitch? You know what I'm saying? Niggas
what that check look like. Don't be mad at that man he got a permanent. He got a permanent position.
Man, this nigga is a professional buck dancing nigga, dog.
Hey man,
buck dancing. Professional buck dancing.
That man might have a studio and everything where he do dance rehearsals for kids and all that. He might be making money off of that shit, Trill. Why you hating on that man?
Be promoting your bald head pussy song.
Bald head.
He need to re-record this shit and then he can promote.
Yeah, I'm re-recording. I'm definitely re-recording. I'm gonna
get that song because I seen somebody mention that song in the chat. And they gonna say you and Tree Appeal. I say no.
I want to get on. Let me put a verse on the remix.
Most definitely. Yeah, I'm re-recording.
If y'all got boys though, whatever popular for kids on their feed, what they watch, that's why all the money going to, man. I ain't gonna start. I got 2 boys. Man, they be watching some Spy Ninja shit. They be watching things. They be watching Blue People stuff. Sometimes going there, I just be like, okay, I have to walk out of there. Then they'll cut some on. I'll be like, man, y'all don't need to be watching anything. I have to forget sometimes. Like they have their own. We got smart TVs in the house.
Yeah.
So sometimes I have to forget. Like we got this extended Wi-Fi. We have like the hurricanes that messed up. So the Wi-Fi pop back on. All they see is on my Google account. They got their own kid account, so they watch all the shit. So man, I heard it motherfuckers going back and forth. One day they sitting back, and I ain't gonna say no name who 2 people they hear. I'm like, hold on, man, what the hell y'all watch? And then I go up and down.
Trip Hill, are you sensitive in real life? You seen that question?
No, yeah. It's just a persona. It's just a persona for YouTube, man.
Nah, it's all good.
Truly, the whole South Dallas player, man.
And a savage. Hey, he is definitely a savage.
I am not a savage of any kind. You know what I'm saying?
You are Trip Hill. Trip Hill. You must have forgot we was cammed up and I looked into your eyes. You a savage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Gordo, I got a question for you.
Shay is like, hey, y'all don't believe nothing that's come out of Shay's mouth. If it ain't no Trina legs
with cooling with the crew?
a peace, love, and light. Not believe shit.
Whoa. Hey, tree. Whoa, Shake, say it again.
Gordon, are you in love with cooling with the crew?
Absolutely not. Yeah, I ain't saying that for no joke, man. Like I got a whole ring on my finger. I ain't saying that for no joke. Shit, cool and that's the home and shit I fuck with. That's the crazy thing about certain feet. Like
Ellen asked
why
that
they
question.
got. Oh, okay. Sometimes I have to explain to people to understand how long this scepter been open. Since out with all y'all, bro, Trios, Shay, Room Shaker. I'm gonna be honest. With all y'all, I met y'all through poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not gonna care. Like it happened, but this sets have been open since Mo3 died. But I've been on polar content way before Mo3 died. If they making this, this is like me saying DJ Academics would have got into this sector and knowing and started up a whole nother war and knowing how messy he is. Like it could have been 10 times worse than just the bloggers into the shit. So that's how I met y'all. See if they're making sense. So it's people that been around before all the other shit. Like I'm cool with them. So when I see them beefing, sometimes I have to step back and just be like, okay, who gonna play up on Gordo just to be a part of the play? If that makes sense. Like shit, it been people just inboxing me or me. I'd have been listening to a live and had my phone like on a shelf and I'm way in total. Like I heard I'm coming up on somebody's child and they playing porn. And I had to go run to my phone and be like, nah, that ain't me. Like it's some type of game, man. And that stuff too can fuck up your credibility.
Yeah.
Man, I don't put my profession on here, but I'm a team lead for a corporation, sir. Since we changed up our management positions and shit, how shit be going on. I don't give a fuck, man. Ain't like nobody want to come to my job at Christmas. Sir, I'ma work. Hey, I work at Walmart. Come shop with us, man. Y'all been hooking us out through Big C, man. Come shop with us. Holler at me behind the scenes. I might can get you a job. See, I might can pull your application, but you a fuck nigga, I might deny that bitch. So it means start playing my talk. That's why I try to tell a lot like this. Nah, that's the homie, man. Some people gotta understand. Cool got like this soldier boy background, going to Chicago, coming to Mississippi, and going to Atlanta. So yeah, I always like Cool and the homie, man. There's a lot of people
Yes, I will
around.
be doing some interviews. I'm trying to figure out who I want to interview first. I don't want to probe in nobody private or personal life. So 9 times out of 10, it might be a YouTube person I decide to interview.
Don't get me from the first interview. Come on.
I don't want to interview you.
Damn.
You seem hurt.
Roll Shaker, you need somebody.
Everybody being hurt. Hold up, man. Everybody being hurt.
You know that picture is creepy. You could have played in a scary movie. That picture, you standing up in the shadow in the dark.
What?
Who?
Peel. That picture right there.
Yeah. Come on, man.
That's a creepy ass picture.
That's my shadow side. I gotta embrace my shadow side.
Man, you finna attack some damn body in the dark. You look like a burglar ready to get their ass.
No, not at all. No burglar going on over here. I don't have a record at all. I'm a Boy Scout. No, let me not say that. I'm not a Boy Scout.
Talking about some
I was gonna say, you know they got hit with some charges, right?
Not yet. They definitely did. Let me not say that.
Pause.
No.
Just say you was a club scout, and when you tried to get in the Boy Scout, you just said, "No, mom, I'm gonna play football." Just say that.
I was a good kid though. You know what I'm saying? I had my own, you know what I'm saying, transgressions and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
So I was bad at hell.
It's like I fucked up. I fucked up.
Portion, Ellen. No, it ain't no topic. It's freestyling.
It's freestyling. All right. So
question.
Free questions. Also, if y'all have any questions for me, I'll answer them hoes too. So.
Oh, I answer your question. Hey, Gordon, what is your? This is the motherfucker call me Gordon. Gordo Copy. AKA, if you don't understand Spanish, it's Fat Daddy, goddamn. You'll figure it out. Reach me behind the scene, even though I know you like what I like. Reach me behind the scene.
Who you talking
My
to?
profession,
Ellen. Oh shit.
Most definitely. Hey.
But for my profession, like shit, I'm a team lead at Walmart. I work for Walmart, goddamn. That means I can transfer to whatever Walmart in 2 counties I want to. If that make any sense to you, goddamn, you trying to get hired, or you trying to get hired or fired, goddamn.
She said she loving Fat Daddy.
Oh shit.
Salute Slick.
Hey, what up, Slick? No, man, but
Slick?
I don't know, man. You know this shit. To be honest, man, this YouTube shit is this whole thing is taking over. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you'd have told me 10 years ago that this YouTube shit turned from a it used to be a website that had some weird shit on it. Like, it used to be like cats and cats doing backflips. Yeah, cats doing backflips. And I used to be like, what the fuck?
That shit.
You know what I'm saying? Look at this cat doing backflips. And then they had they had some weird shit. If you'd have told me that this whole shit will be taking over and branched out to where you got YouTube TV, YouTube music, shit like that, I would never thought of it. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, I haven't paid for cable in 11 or 12 years. I've been streaming everything since everything started streaming, to be honest. So I'm like, shit, fuck that cable shit. Because for one thing, I never forget that they started losing Viacom. Viacom started losing shit. So Viacom is like BET, VH1, MTV, Nickelodeon.
You saying it the wrong way. They started taxing the cable company.
Yeah.
They started
so you had to pay extra for them channels.
Yeah.
That's that next package up.
And they try to give us some bootleg ass channels. Like, what the fuck is, you know what I'm saying? All this shit. I cut that shit either. So,
when they started adding Lifetime Movie Network as an extra channel, I was like, man, I'm done with this shit. This over.
Yeah,
y'all fucking off. Fuck y'all. Fuck all of this. When they start separating, you know, you used to get HBO and one shebang, you get all the HBOs. Now they want to tax you. No, you know what? I ain't finna pay $24 a month for HBO. I don't want to watch nothing on that shit that bad. I don't want to see Game of Thrones that bad. Period.
But at the same time,
hold on, Shay. I know I don't talk to you much because you got a sassy mind, but it's one thing you ain't finna do. You ain't finna sit up on it.
He finna get on my ass by Game of Thrones. By God, damn. By God, ain't it?
Hey, I'm watching that now.
It's about this whole goddamn YouTube sucker, goddamn.
Yeah. Hey, straight up. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was watching that shit, right? Because I never really watched the series before. So I was at the crib, and I started watching that shit.
Hold on. Room Shaker. You are the Dragon Queen. You are the Dragon Queen. If you understand, I know you don't watch you on Game of Thrones, but you are the Dragon Queen.
Well, what am I? I want to know.
She's a
white witch. Am I a witch or something?
You said I'm a Dragon.
Nah. Hey, Tree. Low key, no cap. If you know how old girl, the bitch on the show is, we gonna leave because she was cutthroat. We gonna leave the cutthroat chick out of the show. We can just all the females. If anybody watch Game of Thrones, they can name all the females in this set. But now, Shay, you are not the white witch. It's just saying, Dragon Prince can't throw a curveball in the game.
Hey, I ain't watched the whole series yet. The last episode that I watched was some of the funniest shit I was seeing on TV, and it probably wasn't really meant to be funny, but I got kind of a sick mind, so that shit was funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had made that woman walk. Say when they had made that woman walk all across to the other side of the castle naked because she was being a whore, and that lady behind her, yeah, she was being a whore. Yeah,
but they had that whole like series.
Yeah.
Say, man, that shit was
It's
funny
really
as a
clicked
motherfucker, dog. And my partners thought that like I had got flagged on Facebook because I said something and they put me in Facebook jail. But I was being like, that shit funny to me. Like the way they were treating us, like man, that's what this world is missing now. Shame. We don't shame nobody no more for that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a line now, you need to be shamed. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they just don't. No. It's just over here treated. It's other countries. They do still shine motherfuckers.
I know, but in America, like
I
remember, you know, it's like I remember when like being a hoe and being called a slut, or just not being called a slut, but actually, you know what I'm saying, like actually being, you know what I'm saying, with shame. Like now, it's like,
do y'all watch Harlots? Have y'all seen Harlots?
No, I just gonna say
no, but I'm gonna watch it. No,
listen,
I ain't watched it yet.
I like Harlots. I don't want to say I love because you got to be careful when you use those type of words talking about those kind of shows. But it's interesting to just see how the whorehouses were ran back then, like how they operated and stuff. That show is interesting to me.
And then there gotta be some taste in the show because all them TV shows that like that. I watch Frontier. They got the same type of shit like the women that work up in them bars and shit. They be the same way. But the other shit, I ain't tell. That's a cutthroat shit though.
Yeah,
that's a cutthroat.
I tried to watch.
That's on Hulu.
Spartacus. Yep. Yeah, that's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. I tried to watch Spartacus, and then what's another one? Handmaid's Tale. That's another good one. I fuck with that shit. That shit will mind fuck you. Because everything that they show in that goddamn TV series is definitely possible. Definitely possible. It's scary.
I can't tell both. Oh, go ahead. My bad, bro.
Oh, no, you good. I came across some of the funniest shit I seen the other night. That's probably my number one YouTube show is Webby and Lele.
Who?
Webby and Lele. Lil Webby and Lele. If y'all never, man, go to YouTube, watch Webby and Lele. It's 2 episodes. That's some of the funniest shit that you gonna watch in your fucking life. This nigga,
I used to have a crazy ass crush on Webby. I'm talking about, I used to love Webby so much. Like when they came here to Jacksonville, they used to always come here, him and Boosie. Man, I got pictures with Webby. I seen him in Atlanta. This nigga was fucked up, but I don't know. I had a crazy ass, intense ass obsession with this man.
Hey, that's some of the funniest. That's some of the funniest shit of all time. The Webby and Lele show. Y'all watch this shit. That shit funny as a motherfucker, dog. Cause it don't make no sense for them even to be around each other, but it's funny as hell. It's just some funny shit.
Toxic love.
Something like that, but it's just funny. It's just like it's one of them good bad show. Like it's a bad show, but it's such a good show. You know what I'm saying?
And like my favorite song, Underground, was "Show Your G-String." Oh my god, that was my shit. Yeah, you see the way the mama make that booty and them legs go, hands down low.
You know what? I'll be out in Jackson. Hey, I'm gonna be out in Jacksonville too. Me and Shay gonna have a movie night. Hey, my nephew is gonna be on the first coast. First coast. Yeah. So I'll be out there soon. We gonna have a movie night. We gonna have to find a babysitter or something.
A movie night.
We gonna have a movie night. You talking about show? Stop saying that.
That was the old 20-year-old me, man. When I used to dance in the car while the car was moving, type shit. I don't do that no more. You know.
You ain't stop saying that. Stop spreading that narrative. I'm not these other guys on YouTube.
I listen to calm music. I listen to Rod Wave. You know, very, very nice. You know, healthy music. Nothing too ratchet no more. I got sons, and I ain't gonna lie. My 15-year-old son do not be with that shit. Like, he don't be with that shit. He don't even like niggas talking to me at the gas station. And he bigger than me, so people think he my brother, but he's not my brother. Yeah. He's my son. And he be like, Mama, I got the gas. Like, niggas, you gonna pay for it? No, I was gonna ask you
No,
for
we're
your
gonna pump
card.
it. Yeah,
But I'm
come
gonna
on.
put. Now my son will go. He'll put me in the car. He don't want me to get out the car. He'll go pay for the gas and then he'll come back and pump it.
That's good though.
I mean, I
That's
enjoy
good.
that. I like that I taught him that, but I know he also do it for a whole nother reason because he start doing that shit till he start going through puberty.
Well, hey,
He
get
don't want
ready.
nobody trying to talk to his mama.
Get
These
ready.
niggas be, these boys be cop. I'm talking about they be cop blocking like a motherfucker. They be like, nope, no entry, nope, mama,
Hey,
we got a football
my
game, nope.
say my kid. Well, I want to say my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter. My son, like when we go out somewhere, you know, my son is one of like the coolest niggas all the time. Yeah, like, we want a cool little 7-year-old. Like we'll go out, we'll kick it and have fun. But my oldest daughter, man, she you talking about cock blocking, man. Man, we was in the mall one time, and we was in the mall. And I'm talking to the girl who worked at the Foot Locker. You know what I'm saying? She cute. You know what I'm saying? We used to go to school. You know what I'm saying? Together, wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to talk to her. And here comes my oldest daughter. Dad, mama's calling. I'm like, look, I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? She just be saying something out the wall, she'll get loud, or she'll just be, or I turn around and she'll be looking at me like with like squinty eyes. I be like, look, you gotta relax. Daddy's out here now. You know, your mama had her chance. You know, so we on, we grown. You know
Man,
what I'm saying?
my mama dated this dude, and I used to tell him, man, I used to be like, you not my daddy. The funny
Absolutely.
thing was, like, my mom used to get mad, and she used to be like, all right, you keep on shit, I'm gonna whip your ass. And I'd be like, I'm gonna tell my daddy, and I would tell
What's
my
up, Shane?
dad because it's like, he's not my dad, and he trying to tell me what to do. Like, I don't know, I was a hellion. I was hell.
Mm-hmm.
I was a
Hey,
ball. I was a
Yeah,
ball of fun.
I was same way with my mama. Shit, I just punched on my goddamn stepdad before. Shit.
And I guess I
shit.
don't know, as kids, you just see it differently. Like, why this
Shit,
motherfucker talking to me? Like, I used to be looking at the man. He used to be like, "Now you need to go sit down." I used to be like, "Why the fuck are you here?" I used to
Yeah,
want to say
right.
that shit so bad. Like, "Why the fuck are you here, motherfucker?" Like, mama, put
Yeah.
him out and let my daddy come home. Fuck, we don't
Hey, let
like
me ask
him.
y'all this
oh
now.
no, see, I didn't give a fuck though. See, my dad died, my mom moved a boyfriend and shit. I was just giving that nigga hell. Like
Yeah,
shit, if it was him catching counsel, I don't think me and him would have never been cool though. But like
Man.
I grew up in a different type of house. So I said like, shit,
Yeah.
that nigga always been around. Shit, I just said, hey, one of the things like, hey, nah, it's just certain things you ain't finna do. I don't give a damn if I'm the youngest in the house. Or I had nobody feel it. It's just certain shit you ain't finna do. Like me and my
Yeah.
mama and bump heads like we were husband and wife. Like yeah, like
yeah.
shit. It's just, you know, I don't know, man. I always I grew around a lot of old folk, man. So they always said I had wisdom. So even around older folk, I don't mind checking them because some shit right, wrong. So some shit, bro, I ain't finna tolerate. I know even if I'm on YouTube, if I'm personally face to face with a person, like I'm gonna be the same way.
Yeah.
I don't care how old you is. I'm gonna show you respect because you are elder, but
Right.
nah,
What's up,
shit,
Shan?
hell,
I'll be honest, like my mama was abusive. I ain't trying to come out and like go against my mama. I ain't trying to put the police on her, no shit like that. But like some of the stuff that like the tools that they decide to use like to administer, discipline was just a little heinous. Like my sister got beat with a broom. I done got beat with a plastic bat, wire hangers, plastic hangers, shoes,
So far, low.
racetracks, just all kind of inanimate objects that just shouldn't be used. Like I get pissed off with my sons and I fuck around and make their ass start crabbing or make them go run some laps. Or we going outside and I'm finna put you in push-up position for about 15, 10 minutes, not too long, because I'm soft. I can't go too hard on them. I try not to. I got to be the nurturer. because that's what their father is for. You know, it ain't my job to really be too hard on them when they have their, their fathers in their lives. But I put my foot on their fucking neck. Don't think it's a cakewalk now. It ain't. But I don't know. It's certain ways. Like I'm learning that, like beating, quote unquote, spanking your kids, it like your children. It really is not effective for all children. Like, cause my sister used to fuck my nephew up. Like my sister used to fuck my nephew up, and this nigga tough as shit. Like this motherfucker was 3 years old, pissing in his spaghetti and shit, and she used to beat the fuck out of him. He was hell, like he was terrible, and this nigga just grew up and just became worse. But she had to like put him in sports and shit and keep him active. Otherwise, he just like break shit. He do shit. He get into shit. But when he busy, you know what I'm saying? He actually is productive. Like football is something that works for him because he just so aggressive just in life. So, you know what I'm saying? It's an outlet for him. But like this nigga was fucking like, he was one of my nephews out of all my nephews. I got 4 nephews and 2 nieces. And he's the one that I used to tell my sister, nah, you got to give me an extra 50 for him. She's like, for real? Yeah, bitch, you got 3 kids and this nigga motherfucking bad. I got to lock this nigga in the room because he be going outside and like you can't turn your back because this nigga disappear. I'm talking about my nephew was 3 years old going to the pool by himself. Like, type shit. Like,
shit.
Yeah, this nigga get
you couldn't have babysitted me because my sister used to do the same thing with me growing up. I wasn't the type of kid, man. I was in in-school suspension in kindergarten.
Oh yeah, you were hell.
I was laughing. My parents
it take a lot for them to put kindergarten in ISSP, man.
Man,
you end up beating up on the goddamn teacher, Gordo. Let me find out.
Man, I damn near was. I ain't gonna lie, I'm bad as hell, man. I ain't gonna care about this. But shit, far as that whooping shit, I'm gonna be honest with you. Cause I was bad as hell. So shit, I got whooped with Brian switch card, orange switch card, a switch, a broom. Like and then I was a big kid. And it wasn't like my dad never whooped me. My mama whooped me. She was number like 5'5", probably 140. That's why I say I'm scared. When it comes to a short ass female, I'm scared of them. It might be that stigma, but I'm scared of them. They be clear. If you short as fuck, then you aggressive.
Hey.
Goddamn, yeah, like
don't be,
one type of thing.
It's okay. We don't bite.
But yeah, like, bro, I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, but my sister then took me to the firewood. They had my nephew. Now keep in mind, I come from one of them households where when my sister was 16, I was 3. I was an uncle when I was 3. So you can kind of imagine the age gap me and my niece and nephew that we damn grew up like brothers and
sisters. Yeah.
So but it took me to the first. I got tired of them going to the kid, right? Like I said, I always been a tall and a big kid all my life. Oh man, I went out by myself. So ride, I want to ride. Well, I thought my sister wasn't gonna tell my mom. Nigga, when I got back to the house, oh nigga, my mama goddamn, she waited about an hour, maybe 2 hours. Goddamn, I got in the bed good and shit. They ain't finna go to sleep. Man, that mother told me to take all my clothes off, lay on the floor. Like, nope. After these, boy, I told myself, man, I ain't finna, I don't give a dang. Man, you ain't finna, nah. Ain't nobody finna, ain't nobody finna, nah. I ain't gonna count. But I ain't gonna count them ass whooping though. Them ass whooping though, bro. Them ass whooping for them real, when I bump my head, yeah, them ass whooping goddamn hell. Like, shit, one thing, she, like, my sister, she grew up like a nigga. Like, she didn't beat niggas' ass before and shit. Like, I done seen the goddamn whoop niggas' ass. I got 2 older brothers older than me. I done seen her whoop their ass too. When me and her had a goddamn disagreement, I knew one thing. I'm not gonna let her put a hand on me or nothing. Goddamn, I'm trying to do some goddamn football shit, keep her away from. Fuck around, goddamn, I'm trying to, you know how I pull and go a block tree, and you trying to goddamn keep the motherfucker away from me. My goddamn upper arm, hit, goddamn hitting around her head. Oh man, My mama that thought I'd punch. My mama came up in there, bro, getting on my ass. Oh, now I'm about maybe 15 then. My sister like maybe 31. She was trying to tell me, came to my mama house trying to tell me some shit to do. But she had a part over there. My mama was gone on vacation for some shit. And goddamn, I wasn't feeling that shit to be honest. Like, you not gonna tell me clean, like that type of shit. What big sister do, that type of shit. But yeah, well, my mama came back to the crib, bro. Oh man, she got me a 2-piece and a bitch. Boy, my nose started bleeding. Ever since then, short women. Oh
Yeah.
man, you ain't gotta worry about me. I ain't got no problem with you. I ain't got no problem with you at all. Like for real. Then like when a nigga he got locked up and do that time, and I had to move back to 1 and stay at her to my PO clear my shit. So I can move.
Yeah.
But he was just cool with me get my own spot and shit. Oh my nigga.
She was on your ass. That's how my sister
Man,
is.
every Sunday school and shit. Boy, I'm 23. I had just keep a mind of her, but like, man, don't you understand? I never got jammed up. I'll be back at your crib. She tell me, but you in my crib though, so you gonna do what I say. Oh shit, here she go with this bullshit. I heard what I'm saying in my head, like here she go with this bullshit. Keep in mind, we used to argue like husband and wife, boy. But like I said, shit, nigga bumped their head like I ain't on cap. Every Sunday morning, Sunday school church, nigga gonna go. 'Cause I don't want to hear on my though. And motherfucker told me something when I did, but now she was like, yeah, your daddy died. I got when your daddy died, I let you just do what you want to all the years. If you gotta come back to my house and goddamn deal what I gotta deal with all this shit, I'm gonna be on your ass. Oh, she on my ass, bro. I ain't whatever hell I carried her through after my daddy died when I was 15 to leave. Oh, bro. It was good. Oh, yeah, boy. Her my IP. Oh, man. I ain't cap. Ain't no female never made me cry but my mom. I ain't cap too. So you can imagine how she talk. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But like I said, shade with the boy though, sometimes when it comes to certain shit they do in school, I got two boys. I'm gonna tell you, you gonna have to discipline them the way you have to. But we're gonna break their heart though. And this something my mama didn't believe in. My mama ain't believe. My mama knows she from the country. And you can imagine she was born in '56. She born in like 50, yeah, 56. Her daddy was born there in like early 1900. And you can imagine the shit that was instilled in them.
Yeah,
Like
my mama was
she
born in
honestly, we're gonna
58.
hurt their heart, bro. We're gonna hurt their heart. Their punishment when they can't get on their
Yeah.
phone, their game and shit. Oh man, kids walk around the house like they motherfucking the
It
crazy.
seemed like that
Oh, my
mess them
mama.
up more than putting your hands on them. Like my son baby, you
Oh
went in
man,
and beat him instead of taking
try to
his phone. I'm talking about
put them
this
in a
man
corner
when it got
watching
the
them.
when it got the belt and everything, he was ready. He was like, "Mama, you could just beat me and I can have my phone." Oh no, it don't work like that. Cause one thing my mama taught me is you don't get to compromise. Nah, it don't work like that. Nope.
Oh man, put them in the corner, man. They gonna break their little heart. Sure. My God, man, my he'll be 7. Me and him got the same birthday. My stepson, he'll be 7 in November. Man, when he was 5, he got the screwdriver, unscrewed the whole goddamn doorknob. Tried to put that bitch back on there. The only way I noticed that he didn't put it back on there right, or that he had messed with the doorknob, so he had put it back on there
Backwards, and he probably fucked around and locked himself in the room.
It was the door to the garage though.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he put it on
Wait a
there.
minute, what the fuck was he doing? Y'all should have been getting that man
But
a
this the
tool
thing.
set, a workbench.
He a fat, that's the thing. These little kids, man, be watching YouTube and we be watching all the other stuff, man.
Yeah,
When we
man.
ain't there, you don't know, man, you don't know what they doing.
Let
Yeah.
These
me
kids
find
be
out.
experimenting. And it
Straight
be
up, let me
this is
find out
probably
how
what
I
I'm
got
saying. When you go on YouTube, you look what they watching. They looking at all
But
the
you know
blue
that
people
tell
that
you
drinks on their page.
he mechanically inclined to do some shit like that. Most some kids not mechanically inclined like that. That's good. especially for a young man. You know, that's an asset.
Man,
Shit, that's an asset for a real woman.
This same
Hey,
little fella had a bottle piece in the corner in their closet.
that's my
He
oldest
don't,
son. Hey,
he
Gordo,
don't,
let me tell you, man. But back when they was Fortniting,
true,
man,
you
this
see what I had
nigga,
to
my
deal with
son
tree.
had a whole water bottle full of piss. Told me he ain't want to leave out the room because he ain't want to wake me up. Mind you, I sleep with my door closed because they be doing all that moving around and shit during the summer. Man, nigga, you in here pissing in the bottle, and I done came in here putting your clothes in here, and I done stepped on it and knocked this bitch over, and you ain't even got a top on it, and I
Oh
smell
man.
it, and it's piss. Man, I about died. I thought I was gonna kill that boy now. I want to kill him. Room shaker.
Don't worry about it. I got
Yeah,
it. I ain't gonna do it like that. Let her go
I
ahead
gotta
and
mute
get
for
her
a second.
shit.
well,
Hold on.
I'm bad as hell. I ain't gonna care, but see, as far as getting, like, I understand what motherfuckers be saying. I'm gonna beat you like a slave. I just put it like this. I understand this, but sometimes, man, start right, you spoil a child. But you gotta look at it like far as what you said your sister did. Like that's some like when she CPA goddamn come check up on your ass. But
Hell
man, you
yeah.
got kids goddamn man having the whole beans and shit. You trying to hide that from their parents and they don't want to get their ass whooped. Them the kid that need and they need the type. I'm put like the kid that do that shit. Them be the kid, bro. They mama gonna buy them all the lady J and daddy gonna make sure they got bread on it. They
Mm-hmm.
free. It don't never be the kid that actually got to deal with the shit every day. Like
Yeah.
it don't never be the kid. Like I tell motherfucker like what made me motivate me, man, knowing growing up, but we ain't had no lights and no water. I would never wear it for her, baby. That's the crazy shit. My mama worked the goddamn, she down there working maid job, she worked in the wood yard. So she was making money. My dad was crooked. He had a he had a fucked up nerve, had a spinal cord problem. But as
Yeah.
long as I can remember. So shit, motherfucker getting disability, motherfucker making the money they making, like you don't classify to get Section 8 food stamp, all this shit. So
Yeah.
even though motherfucker might classify you in middle class, they'll be the poor motherfucker. They be
Oh,
having a good
yeah.
life.
They be
Like I
struggling the
didn't,
most. Yeah, going
Boy, say,
eating
boy.
tuna sliders every night. Like, goddamn, mama, I'm sick of this goddamn tuna.
Talking about trying to
Shit.
keep your head above water, nigga. Shit.
Spam,
but it
bologna.
do
Man,
but
my
it
mama
do
used to
take
go
a
to
village to
pre-mill.
roll.
Survival
Yeah.
shit.
But it do take a village to raise a child, though. I tell a lot of motherfuckers, even growing up, man, to deal with no light, no water at times and shit. And listen, no water. My nigga, I'm telling you, bro, I know time, bro, we done had to, like, fill the tub up, fill the goddamn, my mama buy a new garbage can, a bunch of jugs of water, fill them bitches up and shit. But we had to go without water and shit. Like
I
shit,
mean,
especially my brother got like I ain't gonna count. And like till this day, bro, sometimes I tell him like, you a whole pussy ass nigga sometimes. I tell him that shit. Like my brother, when my brother got locked up, like we went through a financial band in my family, bro.
Yeah. I
My
finna
yeah.
say
mom
we
trying to pay
did too.
lawyer fees and
My
shit.
mama, that's
Like,
my mama paying lawyer fees, sending this nigga. My brother went to prison, like back when they still was letting them niggas wear their own. I think they still can wear their own tennis shoes and shit. But you know, this nigga getting
yeah,
all the
that shit.
latest British Nikes and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just that shit crazy because we got less. You know what I'm saying? And struggled and was evicted. Lived in home. I done lived in homeless shelters with my mama. You know what I'm saying? This shit got real for us because like it almost comes down to do you want to take care of your child that's on the inside or the rest that you got on the outside. My mom got 5 kids. So,
Right.
you know, my brother is the middle child, dead set in the middle. So I'm the baby. Me and my other sister, shit, we kind of got left, you know, put to the side. Cause my other 2 sisters was grown, but shit, they wasn't that grown. You know what I'm saying? Not to take care of 2 other kids that ain't there. So that shit be a financial bind on the whole family. Like that junk be so messed up. But it's like it be one person decision that affects a whole lot of people in so many ways that they might not realize until it's already happening.
Mm. Yeah, see, all of that shit, man. Out of especially like growing up. I'm not gonna lie, like even even until this day, like having talked with my brother, having talked with my brother, I'll be talking to him. Well, I got, you know, like I said, you know, I'm the youngest. So my older brother is, my oldest brother is, that nigga might be 55, 50. You know what I'm saying? That's my oldest brother. And the closest one that's close to me is in his 40s.
Yeah,
13.
Damn,
Trill Pill daddy like almost 8.
Yeah, my daddy just turned 78.
78.
Oh,
yeah.
nigga, I don't feel bad then. My parents was in
I'm 31.
30.
No,
yeah, your people know like
my mama 60, my mama in their 60s. My mama and my daddy and my granny. My granny 89. My last living granny.
So I grew up around a lot of older people. Like my grandmother, like when she passed away a few years ago, she was 90. She was 98. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, imagine this, Tree. I'm 32. I got a nephew 37. I got 2 nieces. I ain't even gonna say their age. Niggas been my friend on IG. I don't even want them going behind the scenes trying to see who my niece is. Like the 2 youngest nieces and nephews I got both is 12 and 8.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, yeah.
37 the oldest.
Yeah, like I'm an uncle, but like a lot of my nephews like are around the same age. Like I don't even call niggas my nephew. Like niggas like I just call them my cousins. So we just got kinfolk. Like I don't even, because it feel weird. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna lie. At family, like, now sometimes I do be kind of using my authority. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, sit down. Nigga, I'm your uncle. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes like, we be chilling. Like we just be cool. You know, we just be chilling. But like a lot of times that puts shit in perspective for me. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandmother, like she had our whole family history traced down from the minute our first ancestor stepped foot on the fucking land. You know what I'm saying? And just a bunch of all them stories and shit. Because I was like, damn, she was born in 1923 as a black woman, as a darker skinned black woman, for her to do and accomplish what she accomplished. And to hear her tell those stories, all that shit put everything in perspective. You know what I'm saying?
And it'd be kind of crazy, bro. Even with them older people, sometimes some of them that been around through their time, like they had a picks on the younger generation who they tell this stuff to. Cause my auntie, bro, I got an auntie, I ain't gonna count. My dad was like, they were like Ace Boone Coon. Like my auntie, bro, she stayed like 2 houses up. Like she paid this shit to me. That would fuck my head up. When I went back to like the courthouse and niggas started, diggling, dabbling, other little shit. Nigga got the traveling and shit, the other little spots and shit, checking this shit out. Like shit, it really is an enemy that they only gonna give certain particular like people in their younger generation too. Like nigga, my people go all the way back to the Geechee plantation in South Carolina. Like the whole fucking thing is shit. My great granddad, shit. When they got freed over that bitch, that shit like, cause they're like a piece of an island off of South Carolina. Most of them motherfuckers down in Florida. Most of my people ended up coming to Mississippi. Like my
so they Geechee?
Yeah, they Geechee.
Mm-hmm.
See, shit, my roots go back to Geechee and Haiti. That's my name. Like shit, like my great granddad married like she like my people them like they got a fucked up mix of blood. I just put it like this. Like even with you, like some people don't even know about natural enemies. So let this sink in. What I'm saying, like it's a very fucked up bloodline, and like even in Mississippi, like a lot of people don't even like talk about it. But even when you come down here, it's like you got black people that stay on Indian reservations in Mississippi.
Yeah.
You don't even hear about this shit though. You see what I'm saying? You might hear about the Choctaw and all that, but like you're not gonna hear about the Natchez Indians. And,
that's a whole other world, dog. That's a whole other world. Like the first time I was introduced to that was when I met. I came to Oklahoma and I met my ex-wife, You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm like, damn, like she black, but she looked, you know what I'm saying, like mixed. And this first time I'm like, damn, like, but she was dark skinned. I'm like, damn, she dark skinned, but she got hot cheek. You know what I'm saying? That shit was, I ain't gonna lie, looking good in the bitch. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, let me, you know what I'm saying? That shit ended up whatever. So like when we had kids, even before we had kids, we had went to like Okmulgee. And I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm in Oklahoma. I see a lot of black people, a lot of Native American people, like pure Native American people for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm like in Texas, they don't give a fuck about you being Native American. But up here,
they shipped all them to Oklahoma and shit.
So
like,
I had a whole perspective. Like, nigga, I was up in there chilling. You like, I was in there, like, yeah, like we went to like her family house. Nigga, I'm talking about big chilling, sitting out on the porch eating buffalo jerky, getting high. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing like the side of her family. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was different, and I ended up.
Hold on, Trey. I'm mixing up this joint. Hold on, you said buffalo jerky.
Nigga, hell yeah, buffalo jerky, nigga. That shit
good. You certified in, cause you certified, Well, you don't want them on, cause you only gonna find it if motherfuckers get to it.
Yeah, say, bro. Let me tell you, and I didn't realize it. Like I didn't realize like the history of it. I mean, of course, like when you go through school, you know the history of it. You know what I'm saying? Cause like
they ain't gonna teach you out.
Surface level shit, but bro, I had read a book because she's Creek Indian.
My mom is Creek, but they from Georgia.
Yeah, well, that's where they originate from. I think the National Creek Museum was in Macon, Georgia.
Yeah, my mom is from Albany.
Mm-hmm. And so I think what's up here in Oklahoma is Muskogee Creek. So I got to reading that shit, and then it was a book that was like the book was about the black people and Native American people, the black people and Creek getting together, and like the interactions and the history of just the black people and Creek, you know what I'm saying, Creek Indians. I'm like, damn. So that whole world is different, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, damn, I didn't even know nothing about that shit. Like,
but see, this is what's so different. Like Georgia, my mom don't, like my family on my mother's side don't really have property and land. However, my father's side is from Florida. They are part of the Chickasaw tribe, and they got a lot of land. We even got our own graveyard and everything, our own churches and stuff like that. It's just interesting to see who had wealth back then. When you trace it back, because a lot of the land is still in my family to this day. My family owns, like, if you look up any area of like Sweetwater, the West Connect area, that's all of Jacksonville. Those parts are my family. So if you ever go across the Matthews, the George Mathis Bridge is right there off of Old Middleburg. Both sides, but that's my family. It's the house right there, big old field, and that big old church, Greater Church of God by Faith. That's my family church. We got a graveyard back there too, where we bury all our people.
Crazy. Like that, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I've been looking through all that shit, and I made it a point to tell my children. I tell them all the time, like, man, like, you know what I'm saying, like, of course, y'all are black, but somebody see y'all, they gonna say you black regardless, because you know what I'm saying. But I told, especially like my oldest daughter, it's your duty to understand the history and the legacy of your bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're black, but you also part of Native American. And to be honest, like a lot of that shit is a shame. Like, I'm lucky that they actually have their, you know what I'm saying, like the cars and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But it made me wonder, like, a lot of us are walking around with so much blood off in us and don't have no proof of it. You know what I'm saying? And then especially here in Oklahoma, where you see so many of these white people walking around.
And it's crazy because Oklahoma used to be predominantly melanated. It used to be predominantly black people there.
And although some of them, I mean, it's Oklahoma, so I mean, in Middle America, a lot of people have some type of native blood. I mean, I think we all have native blood at some point in us, but a lot of this.
You ever heard of the $5 Indians Trio?
Yeah, on Dawes Roads. Yeah.
The $5 Indians. As far as that story about how they came about, you know, they were soliciting people to actually become Indians when they found out the government was going to be giving them land. So a lot of those people that claim to be Indians on those reservations are not, and that's why you see. I don't know if you've seen recently, like with that the oil pipeline, with that lawsuit that's going on with that reservation. It's a reason why they're doing that. Yeah, it's because they're not actual Native Americans. They was bought.
And that should be crazy because like even the story you talking about the $5 Indians, so they can have their names on the Dawes Roads and shit. I'm like, God damn, that shit crazy because like even going to the going to like the museum and library and actually seeing, you know, I mean, that shit crazy. I'm like, man.
Looking at the census, looking at how they changed the terms as far as how they used to identify our people, because you know they went from calling them Indians, they called them indigenous first, indigenous to Indians, from Indians to mulattoes, from mulattoes to Negroes, from Negroes to from colors to Negroes is either swap, and then from I think it's color. So from Negroes to color, from color to black, from black to African American. Notice how they changed them and completely associated people who are indigenous to this side of the map to Africa, which is all the way across yonder. See, our people don't pay attention to stuff like that. They play on that African pride stuff because they want us to all believe that, yeah, we all black, so we all came from over there when we was everywhere. We wasn't just over there. It's still people over there, but it's also us everywhere else. So how do you explain, you know, our people being in the UK, in Australia, in Iceland, in Greenland, in Switzerland, in Russia?
Man, that should be crazy.
That's crazy. They trick us, man. They done tricked us out of so much. We've been hoarded out. We've been hoarded out. Literally, we've been hoarded out.
And that's why I'm not gonna lie. That's why a lot of time I have to reel myself back in. Like that's the only thing that I regret, even still to this day, is I regret that I haven't put myself in a position enough to take my children out of public school.
See, my children don't go to public school, but private school ain't no better because it's another form of indoctrination. It ain't no better
because, especially when you get to like these Christian schools and
let me tell you, know what I'm Catholic. Let me tell you, and they got the best. But see, those are the schools that's advertised with the best programs. Notice why.
And they got the money. Like we used to, like for a minute, like we had went to a church that was like this big ass, and I used to hate going to this church. So I was like, man, I ain't used to all these. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different church. They out there doing this Christian rock. They want niggas to jump.
Yeah, we did not get down like that. We needed soulful music
niggas to jump around. Make us they got lasers going in. We got laser beams. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's too much.
That shit was sensory overload. You know what I'm saying? Great production though. Like I used to sit by the production part so I could watch. You know what I'm saying? Cause that's part. I like the sound. Okay, who's back here pressing these buttons? Let me go see what the fuck he doing.
Let me see what he's doing.
I want to see what he's doing. He back here pressing these buttons type of fashion. I'm talking about. I used to be up there like, and then I used to try to go to these like little groups and shit because I was like, man, I'm doing this shit just for my wife. You know what I'm saying? Just try to, man, that shit felt like a cult. You know what I'm saying? They want you to, you gotta do this stuff. Way, like, you know what I'm saying? But they got the most money. That's when I understand the Cause the bathroom, it'd be like a group of like in suit. Didn't know where their body ain't coming. These came here to close business deals. To the one dude, he was like, "Yeah, like I done closed business deals." You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, he's out here doing big business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to see that as a meeting ground for business. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
what should that tells you something?
Man, I came in that bitch. I'm talking about. I'm going to the bathroom. I see a big ass group, about 8 niggas, laptops open. Niggas got suitcases. Niggas passing back for paperwork. Like niggas unhinged completely. And by the time church over, all 8 of them was right back in their families. You know what I'm saying? Like life as usual. Right back with all their families clapping and fake crying and going all to the front, getting on their knees and doing. I said, y'all niggas hell.
They hell.
Niggas all on their knees crying. I know they crying. Nigga, how much was that deal?
That you just that's what you crying for. You crying about that deal you just closed, my nigga.
Yeah, nigga, if I just closed a 6-figure deal, I'll be up in that front. Thank you, Jesus. Lord have mercy. True shit.
Especially if it happens. It all happened at church. I bet.
This nigga be laid out on the ground. I'll be like, damn, that deal must have been 7 figures.
There used to be an old lady, man. My grandma used to get mad at us for laughing at the lady, man. But the lady was so goddamn ridiculous. Like, the lady used to be rolling all on the ground and shit. Like, this lady used to be wilding, man. This lady used to cut up and
I don't miss church at all.
Like, it was the club. Like, I ain't gonna lie, when I was younger, because I've been in the club, since I was a little girl, since as far back as I can remember. Like, I got baptized at 8 and I got saved at 7. Just so that's perspective. Like, they dunked my head under the water and tried to drown me at 8. You know how traumatizing that is for
an 8-year-old? They dunked that shit hard in the bitch. I'm like, oh my God.
And leave you alone too. It ain't no quick little boom boom.
No, I dunked it down there and then like nigga, it's one thing to dip my head in the water. Like, don't dip my head in the water. Like, don't hold my nose, dip my head in the water, and then say a whole fucking Bible scripture. Nigga, get me up about this bitch.
I need my feet.
Yeah, nigga, get the fuck out of here. Versus Matthew through 20. No.
Get me up out this hole. Do that. Nope, I need to breathe.
I'm about to.
Man, church used to scare me though. Like, I used to be scared because like people used to just be real weird. Like, they used to act, their behavior was erratic. You got to think as children, like when you grow up around that, you kind of get used to it. You get desensitized to it. But like when I started going to like my cousin church as I got older, they ain't do none of that, and I was like, well, damn.
Man, I used to have to find. I had to find a reason to go to church. And once I started like getting like a teenager, and the puberty kicked in, I started noticing like all these ladies, and they got these tight dresses, and these big old booties, and they come in here looking fine as hell. I'm like, okay, I'm going to church today, nigga. Put on this, you know what I'm saying?
And my mom used to force us. If my auntie wasn't picking us up for church, man, the church, we got to get on the church bus. And the church bus gonna have you gone damn near all day until about 3:00.
Man,
half your day gone. I can't even go in the house and play the game because it's Sunday, so my mama gonna be tripping.
Boy, niggas used to be out all day. I used to be happy in the bitch. I used to be leaving.
Man, I used to be ready to go, man. And then like, don't let us go to the church. My auntie, man, that's my auntie. My daddy's oldest sister. She in her 70s. That's how old my daddy's mom, like my daddy's parents was older too. It's kind of weird that my grandmother is 89 because I don't know, it just my dad's older sister now is like 70, like 76. So that's, I don't know, but my mom and my daddy the same. Yeah, my mom and my daddy is the same age, but yeah, my dad's mom had, I want to say she had 7 kids.
Yeah.
So she had 2 more than my grandmother, but she was older too. She was old. Well, no, she would have been around about the same age as my granny that's living now. But yeah, like, I just have to put stuff in perspective. Like, wow, that's kind of a big age gap. But my auntie used to stay after church like 4 hours, dog. Like, church would be over at like 2. Mind you, we got to turn around and be back here at like 5:30 because she want to get there early. but she want to sit and talk for like an additional 2 hours. So when we leave, it's like 4:30, and she was like, "Well, y'all want to go to Golden Corral?" No, auntie, you cook. Damn, why we can't go to your house and get some? Come on, I'm talking about my auntie used to cook. Like she'll start cooking in the morning before church, before we go to church. Dog, the house used to be so lit up. Like, oh my God, nigga be stomach growling and shit early in the morning. She told me eat some oatmeal. I'm like, man, I want a piece of chicken.
I'm about to get goddamn hot, slot out. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you couldn't even sneak that. But my auntie watched like a hawk, and her room right by the kitchen. Ain't stealing no food.
Now, but you know, the one thing that I had noticed in church, where even just going through, like going to therapy and shit. I talked about this shit with my therapist the other day. I'm like, they should tell niggas just pray about it. Like praying was the only thing that's gonna help niggas. You know, like
with they problems. Everything. You know what I'm saying?
And that shit was like,
you talk to God about it? Like I tried to.
And I'd be like, yeah, I'll be talking to him, but I'll be feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Like I don't know if he really saying something back or if it's me. Yeah. Well, are you hearing God? Like I'd be saying,
yeah, they'd be like, do you hear him? I'd be like, look, I think that some people, you know, and that's like that people have like praying that shit. You know, at the same, it's a professional. Out and the whole journey because but when them lights cut off, that shit is off. You know, like when them lights cut off, that shit is off. Ain't no amount of praying gonna hit. In the head, you done been through some fucked up shit.
Like, yeah, you gonna.
Yeah, people get out, you know, because at the same, I kind of feel like at some point I came to I was like, well, shit, hold on. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Goddamn Wi-Fi and shit. But anyway, yeah, I came to a point where I was like, man, I'm just gonna not go to church. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it benefiting. Let me go find some other shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like I've been, man, a lot of that shit was kind of. I mean, it wasn't wrong, but I'm glad that it's that mental health taken. I mean, you're not even taking serious now. But it's more serious than it's then. You know what I'm saying? They still kind of fucking up with the funding and shit. But all I know is just tell niggas to pray for shit. Like, that's cool. That shit don't work all the time.
Like, pray for everything. Pray for peace. You pray for hope. You pray for faith. Like, ain't you supposed to already have that? Like, it's confusing. But it's designed to help people kind of stay. It's almost like, and I ain't trying to speak against the church and say nothing negative about it, because for some people it does have positive aspects. It just depends on, you know, how they look at and deal with life. But for some people, you know, they got, I ain't gonna say more serious issues to deal with, but life is just a whole lot more real for them than it is for other people. So, you know, sometimes they need a little bit more inspiration and hope. And sometimes reading the Bible ain't gonna just do that. You know, sometimes they need words of affirmation and other things. That's why I tell people, don't judge people just because they don't go to church. You never know who God resides in. You'd be surprised.
Yeah. Like even the small shit that, like the dude that everybody called crazy, but that nigga be on the side of the road with a bed sheet and two big ass 2x4s nailed together as a cross. And when I was a kid, I used to be like, "Well, that nigga wild the fuck out." But now I be like, you know what, man? Like, what if that was?
I wonder what he. I always think like, I wonder what he was going through, or what he going through, or what happened to him. What's his story?
Or
I always think
I be wondering, like, what if that's, you know what I'm saying, like what if that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, what, this nigga on the side all day, it's hot. We got the big ass bed sheet. You know what I'm saying? Now sometimes I'll be like, man, I ain't gonna treat him bad because I don't know who that nigga is. That nigga might be. You know what I'm saying? Might be Jesus. I don't know. Testing niggas out. Yeah, nah. But I ain't gonna lie. I told my partner, I said, man, nigga Jesus ain't coming back, man. That nigga tired of us, dog.
Yeah, I think Jesus looking like, man, I ain't even finna mess with them niggas right now.
Yeah, that nigga tired of us. Nigga like, man, whatever happened. Like, nigga, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they like, I ain't about to come back for what? You know what I'm saying? Not right now.
Look at him. Look at him, man. Look at him. Just look at him.
Do you see? Yeah, you thinking me up there like, nigga, do you see this shit? Yeah.
Jesus walking up to God like, God, yo, God, I know you see this shit. You see this shit?
That's what I think about nigga be doing shit like crate challenges. I be like, I know Jesus didn't want us doing this shit. Like, that nigga.
Yeah, that is definitely not WWJD at all.
They said, boy, like, nigga, the crate challenges. And then the funniest thing,
because people falling, busting their heads open, people dying off that shit. You
couldn't pay me to
do nothing like that.
They get goofy with it because I'm like, I used to drive trucks for the Borden and Oak Farms. So I used to come in contact with milk crates every fucking day. So I'm feeling like, I'm 270 something pounds. And I know when I stand on a fucking milk crate, one milk crate, that shit feel unsafe. Not be saying these big ass niggas on these. I said, bro, you ain't got no business being up 6 high on the milk crate, nigga.
This nigga 6 crates up.
Nigga 6 crates up.
Yeah, I'm doing some shit. Look, I'm finna make it cross. No, you're not.
No, you
because
fucking not.
You're not. Only a toddler can make it cross like that. Somebody who don't weigh that much.
Right.
Small kids, 5, 6, 7-year-olds. And they got to be careful how they step because that shit will tip over and fall. That's why you ain't seen no kids doing that shit. You only seen these dumbass adults.
They be having, I be like, man, like.
I fuck my kids up if I catch them doing some shit like that. I swear to God.
Say, nah, that should be fun in the bitch though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't watch some of the milk crate challenges. You know what I'm saying? Seeing niggas crack they shit. Seeing niggas really just stand at the milk crates, like, I mean, I guess it is science. Well, yeah, fuck it. It is science. There's a lot of scientific shit going on. And I don't know what the probability of nigga making it down on crates, but
no, my son has been scraped up elbows. He done sprung his wrist, his ankle, and his toe. I swear to God, he'd step on a milk crate and I'm finna clear his ass off that bitch. Both of us going to the hospital.
But yeah.
So that's crazy. But you got a lot of these, man, and this is the people that are they children is watching them do the shit.
Right. And but you know the most fucked up thing is it's like this, and it kind of loops all the way back around to YouTube shit. And I'll be like, are people that really desperate to escape from reality?
For attention. Yeah, I mean, or like, attention. Like I say it's for attention. I don't know.
Because I'll be like, because
escaping. How can that escape? You not escaping in reality once you get across. Like, do you think your life gonna be better? Like, is that the objective? Is that gonna do something for you?
Only if it's money at the end. If it's money at the end.
But that's not always the problem solver. It's like, yeah, that's the main comfortability when it comes to just people want to be comfortable and not wanting to have to worry about finances. But really, is that anything of substance or value? No, it's not. Does it solve any of your problems? If going across a milk crate ain't solving none of your goddamn problems in your life, you shouldn't be doing this shit. Because that's the shit that don't make sense to me. But I digress. You know, I guess people got to find a way to make their life, you know, fun and popping. I don't get it. Back Trill? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I hate this shit. I ain't gonna fucking lie, man. They gotta fix this whole shit.
This shit just started doing that because you used to be clear.
It's like last Tuesday, this shit fucking up. had destroyed.
They trying to fuck up your lives, Trill. Somebody at you.
And then because I pay for the internet. You know what I'm saying? They make my shit feel like I paid for the $30 price. My nigga, I paid damn near $100 every month for this shit. I'm fucking up. I ain't getting. Yeah, no. But anyway, yeah. But I've been watching a whole lot of content, and I got some shit lined up. Like I've been trying like different formats and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that reading that news shit, I mean, I fuck with it, but I might just have that and just make that one podcast itself that read that news. Because I ain't gonna lie, like the shit can be kind of overwhelming for me. I'm like, damn, I gotta read all this shit, and I don't mind reading it, but it like I also want to pay attention to like the comments.
Yeah, you kind of get distracted when you try to do both, right? Unless you do like an interactive news, which is hard to do because people get off topic.
Exactly, and I be having news cyber, so I got so much shit in my phone. I might just separate it. Plus, I want to give like exclusive, just the episodes and lives strictly about a couple, like the shit with what's his name?
Audio Crack.
What's the brother name? No,
I'm just saying.
Daniel Prude. Daniel Prude. I don't know who is Audio Crack? I sent his name around twice. Hey, I sent his name around like 2-3 times.
Man, you gotta go follow him. He's funny. Like you gotta go watch his shit. He got a lot of stuff on there too. He been watching in the bushes. I didn't even know he been watching. He just started popping in the chat though, but yeah, he been watching.
I seen nigga name on like Instagram.
Hey man, that shit too funny because he did the shit between I guess One Man Band TV and Cardio Carlo and all that shit. And this nigga used the term that I use about the nigga, the crunch bar. But he talking about well, they call it a payday. Well, she called it something else, but it doesn't matter. Man, I died laughing. You gotta go watch.
I'm gonna check him out.
It's funny. It's funny. He got some good commentary, but yeah, I like to watch other creators just to see how people flow and how they do. But I noticed, like myself personally, from how I'm gonna start doing it, I'm doing pre-recorded shows, and I'm gonna just premiere them and have an interactive chat with certain topics. And then other times I'll probably go live maybe twice a week. I'm gonna try to get a schedule to where I can do that, or once a week until I have a dedicated time frame that I can dedicate to YouTube. But just to pull myself out of the bullshit, because like this morning, I'm never embarrassed about how I act. Right. I am very unapologetic.
And I ain't gonna lie, like at times I'd be like, oh no, Shay, don't go. Goddamn, she did.
Gemini. You know what I'm saying? The other side of Gemini come out, and it's just like she hell because I feel like I have a point to prove. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the only time people leave me alone is when I tell them why they should. Like, oh, girl jumped in on Room Shaker Live, which Trill, you was in the bushes. You know what's up. But she jumped over there. She all, throw the addy, put your addy out there. And so, of course, I throw the addy out there because this the thing, sweetheart. Like, this for real, Trill Pill. My city is real. I am very authentic. So if you think that you're finna pull up in here and you finna get the advantage when you threaten me online and you come to my state has the right to bear arms. People forget this. I think that people lose sight that, yes, this is YouTube. It's not supposed to be that serious, but everybody don't play like that. Everybody don't play like that. So you got to think, I'm from a city where we shell shock. They be shooting out of nowhere in the middle of the day, in the middle of the night, whenever. You not finna tell me to drop my addy and you want to make an issue with me because you in my city. I'm going to drop the addy. I'm going to tell you to pull up. What's up? Let's see what you really about. But see, it's like I have to get outside of that space because I ain't gonna lie, that's the 20-year-old me.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like certain people, like certain niggas, I fuck with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be wanting y'all to go on anybody's panel and do all that because a few of y'all, like I know from just having the interaction shit like that, I'm like. So like I get it, but they, You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta go over there and
it's
prove nothing
hard.
to
Yeah,
me.
it's hard. Yeah, it's
You
hard
know
to
what I'm saying?
prove.
I'm
It's
like,
hard to
I'll be like,
prove
man, shit, I
anything.
ain't gotta prove nothing to these niggas. Like Max ain't gotta go and prove to these niggas. Like, Eve ain't gotta
But
go
see,
prove
that's
nothing.
the
Like, you
thing.
know
It's
what I'm
like
saying?
it be pissing me off because it's almost like people will sit back and act like they don't see what's going on. When to me it'd be overly obvious, and I think it's because I'm a Gemini, so I analyze everything. You know, we analyze
You see
everything.
it,
So
yeah.
I look at how certain things play out and how certain people, you know what I'm saying, don't be around, and then they think it's safe. And I mean, had I not said anything, it would have been a whole. The truth is, it would have been a whole live of her doing that with nobody coming up, nobody addressing it. If nobody would have pulled up over there, it would have been just like it was the time before that I had to email about it. Like
Yeah.
it's draining.
Like,
Like I
cause
wouldn't
even
let
some of that shit.
anybody. You know, I wouldn't let nobody sit on my panel and talk about you, Trill Pill. I wouldn't let anybody sit,
Right.
or you know, outside of me sitting on my panel saying what I want to say about that person. Now, what the audio that DJ was playing, like, I'm like, seriously, like, I shake my head because it's just like I really realized, like, okay, I can't really mess with too many people from this sector. Well, from this blogging sector,
It's
I gotta
time to go.
separate myself.
But
I gotta separate
it's time.
myself with the content, because if not, I'm gonna keep getting sucked into the same shit that I'm tired of. It's
exactly.
draining.
Like I ain't gonna lie, like I hate seeing y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like y'all three, like you know what I'm saying. And then a few other people, like I don't like when Cam gotta feel like because he ain't got nothing to prove. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't got nothing to prove to these niggas that try to sit there and antagonize and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like some people they draw you in, and you know what I'm saying? Like even that one time I ain't got drawn in. Like I don't like if I was like it was necessary, but at the same time, like man, that shit.
Because you know you don't have anything to prove. It's like you have your own self assurance. So you ain't never move like that. But it's like you do have people that will press your buttons just because.
Because I don't even argue like I don't argue like I never was you know what I'm saying, like I don't like to argue. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared of confrontation, but I'm not gonna go to it as my go-to. Like if it's there, I get
this
to
the
it.
thing that people get twisted with Geminis. We are not confrontational people at all. We don't like confrontation. You know what I'm saying? We rather just actually just sneak out the back door if we could.
Yeah.
That's what we would prefer. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, what happens when you pin a cat in the corner? You gonna get fucked up. When you hem a cat up in the corner, you end up getting your ass clawed. They end up jumping in your face or some shit like that. It's like you can't keep poking somebody, and I just couldn't, I couldn't wrap my mind around it. That's why earlier I was like, I ain't even no sense, and I'm not finna sit here and try to reason with somebody that just will never understand me. I always accepted that I am misunderstood because I was designed this way. Everybody ain't meant to understand me and where I come from. So all of that trying to convince people, that part of me has died. Thanks to YouTube, I've leveled up 3 levels.
And that's a whole other thing. Like to be honest, that was that's one thing that I had came up with one of my little notes, because I was like, it's hard to convey certain things to certain people.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes I be like, man, like I had to really overstand being misunderstood. I really want to get my but it's like it's one fighter to listen and listen intentions, trying to understand what that is looking just for response.
Yeah.
So if I'm talking to or I'm going back with somebody, they ain't listening to what I'm saying. I mean, listen, because something that I said resonated. You know what I'm saying? And that's why niggas be popping up. Fuck, ain't none of that. But since I said it, it's you because it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Or some part of it hit you, and you feel like it was.
And you feel some type of way.
Yeah, but it wasn't. But that niggas jumping out the window, you know what I'm saying? And that's on you. And in real life, like a lot of my partners, because it's like I never give nobody a reason to, you know what I'm saying? Like I was always the person that people came to talk to me about even personal shit, and that's exactly where that conversation stayed. Like I don't need to exploit somebody's business for my entertainment or, you know what I'm saying?
Personal gain, or extortion. Like motherfuckers will try to learn shit about you just to extort you. Like that shit is crazy to me. That shit, like, it's crazy, as whack as it is, and it's distasteful. You know what I'm saying? And it's dangerous because you mess around and exploit the right person in the right way. Motherfucker, how you killed?
Right, and
that's off of certain information that you might know about them that they might not want to get out to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't think like that. They don't look at ID and realize that a lot of these stories is fucking true. It's really happening.
Exactly. I tell niggas all the time, like, although you may not see me as a threat, I'm not trying to appear as one, but I got a lot of people who got love for me and who owe me favors.
Care about me, and care about me.
Who care about me, like just because my house was a safe haven for a lot of people who was in the streets, and they could find somewhere, that's safe, or somebody that needed to get a meal, or you know what I'm saying, or like if we had it, we're gonna share it because we was treating that shit like a real village. So they look at me as somebody that they look up to, and I look at them like somebody that I look up to too. Like I got partners who in the street, but we don't look at each other different because I went to school and he in the street. Like we still the same niggas. We just turn different paths. But while we here, while we share this moment, and we both alive, we gonna kick it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't gonna miss a fucking beat because they got love for me and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And I got people who love me. You know what I'm saying? So the people who love me and care about you, and who really done, I'm talking about, came through for me a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Niggas about to getting jumped on. And I was like, damn, I ain't got nobody by me. All of a sudden, niggas start dropping to the floor. Who the fuck? God damn, how the fuck you? Nigga, we watching you. Don't worry about it. You got eyes on you, dog. Like, that's what I be trying to explain sometimes. And I have to stop explaining that. Like, especially on YouTube, I got people that I fuck with that watch this shit, don't ever say nothing. They just watch it just because they fuck with me, my podcast, and what I stand for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people will never know. You know what I'm saying? But
you know, after all of that, today I learned that, like she's starting her own page and shit. So this is like, people don't realize that as long as you have something to talk about, which it's a resonating audience for everybody, no matter what sector of YouTube you decide to go into, it's subs for everybody. We all are subs to somebody, which means that you don't have to be aggressive to get subs. Eventually, over time, your content is going to build the kind of people that's supposed to come towards you. See, people get it messed up and think, oh, well, she only got this amount of subs. I'm not sub hungry. I'm more focused on what my content gonna be like, what I'm putting out there, what message am I sending, what my children gonna be able to look back and see once I put it on the internet and I go live, what they can go and actually access and see that I'm saying out my mouth.
Exactly. And that's my whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
But my kids know I cuss a bitch the fuck out. My sons know that about me. Mama be on go. They be like, yeah, mama got a gun. They know. Mama got a gun, daddy got a couple choppers. Listen, it be like that, but shit, we live in a different type of time now. You know, my parents, my dad had a gun. My mother never owned a gun. My mom don't have a gun. Never had a gun. Ain't thinking about getting one either. You know what I'm saying? But it's a different time that I live in. To where, I needed me a strap.
My mama, she had a 357 Magnum. I mean, that shit like something off Red Dead Redemption.
Man, them bitches will knock your whole goddamn thumb off.
Knock your whole motherfucking
shit out. I ain't playing with them hoes. I want me a snub nose revolver. Them bitches got some kickback.
One of them time went outside the fire. She went outside and I'll never forget. it was some. Oh yeah, I had got caught doing my little bullshit. I had got caught fucking in the school, in the auditorium. You know what I'm saying? Well, I was getting it popping. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. But I got caught, and that same day it was like a parent-teacher conference. My mama was heated.
Oh I was shit, like, that's so embarrassing.
Cause I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what I would do if somebody called me from my son at school and said.
But the teacher was spiteful, and she was one of the only white teachers there at that school, and she didn't. And she was fresh out of college, so she didn't quite.
She was young.
Mm-hmm. And she was
That's what they started. That's what they started doing, but that's a whole nother agenda.
Yeah. And she was young, and she, you know what I'm saying, and I guess someone had told her, and I was like, man, because I'm thinking like this is just about grades in class, you know what I'm saying? But I know this gonna get back to it, but and she was the one who said it, and I was right there. It was unexpected, you know what I'm saying? And we talked about the grades. She was like, well, one more thing, can you step over here? Well, it had got heated. And then she had told my mama, can we step over here? But when shit get heated, and you ask somebody, we're going to step over here, all right, them low key.
I need to know, but see, I need to know what she finna say. That's me. Like, I wanted to know what she had to say. My mama, I'm the student. Like, I know it's finna be some shit.
And my mama, she was a little fiery, you know, she fiery little short woman, you know what I'm saying? Never held her tongue. She turned, boy, the whole place got quiet when she turned the fuck up. Everybody was like, Miss Sneak, calm down. Miss Sneak, she don't understand. Everyone was like, she better understand. I'm like some goddamn sense. Whoa, all right, hey, come on, we going on.
Come on, mama. Come on, mama. You said, come on. Come on. See, that's how my oldest son is, and he's my Gemini. That nigga there, he's such a peacemaker. Like, he don't act like no Gemini, but I think that's just because I be around. I know he turned into a different person when he go to school, because I used to. I told my mama that. She used to think I used to be playing. Like, no. Yeah, I turned into a different person at school. That's that other girl. Yeah. She used to be like, what? That's that other girl that come. I had to be a different person at school, though, man. I got picked on, you know, all kind of shit. That shit turned you into a different person. That changes your mentality and how you socialize with people. People don't realize that. When you so used to being on the defensive side, you automatically come off defensive to people because you always used to defend yourself. But Trill Pill, I'm getting tired. I gotta hop off of here. I gotta get me some rest. You heard me, Trill Pill? I think you cut out again, sir. You got to get that Wi-Fi fixed, sir.
Man,
immediately.
You know how many times I've waited a minute. I think the Wi-Fi. Well, it's the apartment complex. This shit whack as fuck. I'm about to move out the yeah, shit. I need all my benefits of my $100 Wi-Fi, high speed.
Hell yeah, high speed.
My should be. I file a big ass complaint. But nah, that shit be crazy, man. Like, man, man, not gonna lie. A lot of this shit been put in perspective for me these past few years. Like, even with my kids, like my daughter's a Leo, her mama's a Leo. My son a Taurus, but he's a Taurus, but I try to have this woman explain it to me because she had seen my son's birthday and she was like, "Oh, he's on the cusp." And I was like,
which means he is right in between the change of the signs between
his birthday,
Gemini, between Taurus and Gemini. What is it? The 24th?
20th.
Okay, yeah, he right there. So that's the week. It usually, I think it changes signs on the 21st or the 22nd of May. So he's a May Gemini. Well, he could be considered like a May Gemini / Taurus cusper, which means that he could embody the energy of a Taurus and energy of a Gemini. But
Yeah,
also, you know,
I
you have to look
I
at
try
it,
to
other signs in their chart and stuff.
I tried to make my ex-wife. I say, can you just wait a few more days? It could be a Gemini like his daddy. Wait a few more days. She was like, oh, this shit covered that. I was like, man, you weak. Nah.
Yeah, I don't know how I end up. I got 2 air signs, so my house be full. It's like my house. Like I'm not even really like a real genuine Gemini. I say to an extent I am, but I'm more of like a Scorpio because of my moon sign. That's why I'm so like intense.
I try to have this man. I mean, yeah, we gonna have to. I need some lessons because I be trying to learn. I be looking. My goof ass be looking right at the moon. I be like, it's a full moon. And what that mean? You know what I'm saying?
See, full moons are about closing. Full moons are about closing cycles, closing out contracts, closing out business deals, anything that has to do with cutting off or closing. New moons are about manifesting new energy, new contracts, new projects, new business endeavors, everything new, fresh.
Yeah.
So in between, you have to track the moon phases because every day the moon energy be different. It be every 2 days the moon is in a different sign. So like tomorrow is a new moon. Hold on, I got a calendar right behind me that tell me everything. 1 second. So
Let me go to the goddamn
tomorrow,
almanac.
tomorrow is a new moon, and the new moon is. Let me see. The new moon would be. Hold on. The last full moon was in Aquarius, so the new moon would be in Pisces.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it just okay. So it's always the new moon. Hold on. So you understand the positions of like the
Okay.
planets and how it works from the Earth.
Okay.
Wherever the sun is, whatever sign that the sun is in, the moon is always opposite of that sign on a new moon. So since the sun has entered into Virgo, the opposite of Virgo is Pisces. So you know how the opposite of Gemini is Sagittarius, so on and so
I
forth. It's the
I
same.
didn't
It's
know
it's
that.
like okay, so that's why when you hear about a full moon, a new moon, you can always figure out what new moon, what sign the new moon will be in based on where the sun is. So like next month in Libra season, we will have a new moon in Aries because Aries is opposite of Libra. Is it? Hold on. Am I guessing? Am I right? Hold on. I think I'm right. Let me see. What's the opposite of Libra? Yeah, Aries. Because Aries is the first house, Libra is the seventh house. Yeah, I'm always right. Ha! On this
You're not
astrology
always right.
shit.
You gotta get over
I ain't
yourself.
always right. Yeah, I do got to get over myself, but I'm pretty good for me to just be
Nah,
guessing
you
like
straight.
that.
I'm fucking with you.
Nah.
Yeah,
But okay, so yeah, if that makes sense. And then when it comes to full moons, I gotta remember how it go. See, the one with the new moons was easy for me to remember because it's like the moon is opposite of the sign. But like full moon, we just had a full moon the end of August in Aquarius, which what was last month? That was the end of Leo. Okay, so it's still the opposite. It's the opposite of the current sign that we in. So there's gonna be a new moon and a full moon in the opposite sign of every like for every sun. So for every time the sun is in a certain sign, it's going to be a full moon and a new moon in the opposite sign that same month, if that makes sense.
okay.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
last
I'm gonna have to
month was
sit down with this shit.
Leo. Yeah, this shit is deep, man. I could be talking about astrology all night till I'm
And
blue.
you gotta have an astrology. You gotta have a little astrologist thing.
I do, and see, I'm still learning. That's the crazy part. I haven't even been labeled as a master within my tribe. I'm still learning under the belt of one of our nobles. However, I've been studying this for almost 2 years now, so I should know, a good little amount. I feel like I should know more, but you know, I ain't putting no pressure on myself.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of this shit, man, I be fucking lost. Like I done sat there and I had this girl, she explained this shit to me, and I just sat there and looked at her and she was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I guess shit. I'm about to go stand.
Said, I guess.
Yeah, because it how it started. Because I ain't gonna lie, like I hate in my life, like when I try. Oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Joe. Oh shit! I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Shit, you know what I'm saying? And then go to the hole. I'm like, man, look, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always had this stigma of being a fucking Gemini and this shit being crazy. Like,
they hate
even
us,
with
man.
this last shit,
We got a bad rep.
even with this last shit, like with a few of my arguments with my ex-wife, she was like, oh, is your Gemini? And like her biological dad, me and him had the same birthday. She don't fuck with him. And then her granddad is Gemini. And this nigga been batshit crazy. So that shit make me, I'm like, man, I ain't not these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't your granddaddy and your daddy, bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
I knew it.
See, you know, Gemini's we got a bad rep because, like, the thing is, people don't realize with Geminis, we are very loyal to people up until you give us a reason not to be no more, and then it's all fuck yous. It's all
exactly.
that. It's up and it's stuck. And ain't no coming down. Like, one thing about a Gemini, once we don't fuck with you, like, ain't no coming back from that shit unless it's a miracle. Jesus got to walk on water for you. Because outside of that, ain't nothing up happening for you over here. Because it's like, because we be so loyal to a fault to where once we fucked over, like, that shit fucks us up to, I think, to, like, I know I've been fucked up to the point to where I couldn't even mentally process, like I can't mentally process being your friend, nigga. Like, we can be cordial, but it's just, I'm still gonna talk to you a little rough around the edges type shit. Like, you know, when you call, I'm gonna answer the phone. I ain't gonna say hello. You know, I'm gonna be like, "What's up?" You know, it's just not. It's very not. You know, it's no longer that openness. Like how Geminis can be very friendly and open, and how we can have like light, you know, conversations and shit. No, none of that.
Chilling.
We just.
That's why.
No, I don't be angry, but I think I'm very straightforward. But that's my rising sign. See, my rising sign is a Taurus. So really, that's honestly like my chart ruler. If you ever learn about astrology and like how your chart set up, you'll know.
I gotta find out how my chart, because one girl told me I gotta go back and find out what time that I was born and where the moon was. You know what I'm saying? And by that point, like I wasn't trying to listen. I'll just see. I gotta go back in my scrapbook and find that shit. I'd be like, damn.
Man, you better go back and find that shit. That's your 360 degrees of truth. Man, I'm trying to tell you, like, yeah, I found out so much shit when I started pulling my natal chart, and it's like it helped me understand like why people be like, I don't really seem like no Gemini because I'm more like a Taurus. Like, I'm very stubborn. I'm shaped like a Taurus. I'm built like a Taurus. Like, I'm not built like a Gemini. If you ever look up like Gemini sun signs, what they look like, it's weird because it's gonna tell you that they tall. They're usually kind of a little bit skinny or a little thin. I'm built like a Taurus. Like, I'm built like a bull for real. Like, I'm short and stout. I'm short and stocky. Even when it comes to my muscles, even when I used to do weightlifting in high school. That should tell you something. I did weightlifting with the football players because I had a lot of credits. You know, smart people shit. So I get all the fun classes. All the fun classes. You know,
that ain't far-fetched.
Hey, I had like my senior year, even though I was pregnant, my senior year, I had art first period. Second period, I had like resource, which was gym. Third period, I had resource again, which I worked in the office. And then fourth period, I had English because we was on block schedule.
Yeah. I used to hate niggas that work in the office. They be like,
I like that shit. See, man, they like, can you go take, man? I slip out and I'm gone for the rest of the period. I come back a couple times, but
I
for
just
the
try to
most
keep a
part,
little girl. I just try to keep a little girlfriend off in the office so I can get them hall passes for the low. You know what I'm saying? So
man, I used to have we used to have readmit slips. Like when you miss a day, man, I had a stack of them hoes. But see, they got smart on our ass before I graduated. Like by the time I made it to high school, they had the planners. So they'll hit your ass with the planner type shit. Like, where your planner at? Like, man.
I don't know. We ain't none of that shit.
Man, we had whole planners with our names in them and shit. Like, this shit was sweet. You know, it was nice. It was a real nice look, but it was shit. They was indoctrinating the fuck out of our asses. But I should have stayed in that engineering. I was in the engineering program, but I fucked up at school, man. And it's crazy because like here, I was real popular. I was popular my 9th grade year. Like I won Dutchess. Like
what the fuck is that?
Homecoming.
Oh,
they had
Duke. I never heard that term. I was like,
they had Duke. Listen, they had Duke, Duchess, Prince, Princess, King, and Queen. Like I don't know how in the fuck I won Dutchess because I wasn't even in the 10th grade. Only the sophomores were supposed to be allowed to participate, but I won Dutchess, and I was in the band. And my family brought me flowers and shit, but I don't know. I just got off the chain. I wasn't fast or nothing. I just, you know how that Gemini shit is, man.
We got off the chain.
Shit, we just did. Well, see, this the thing. I wasn't off the chain. Like I wasn't no flag girl. I was the tomboyish one. I'm the girl with the Jordans on and the tight shorts on. You know what I'm saying? Like type shit. Like I was more. I ain't wear high heels in school. I wasn't trying to be cute for them.
Man, them girl looks so man. Let me tell you something.
They needs fucked up to this day. Right now, they needs fucked up.
Them girls used to try to come to a little birthday, and we used to wear uniforms. So I used to be like, man, she had those stilettos on. I was like, bitch, you was
trash.
15.
Man, see, like when I was in, and we had to wear uniforms at one of the schools I went to. But when I tell you my shoe game was crazy, but I was in high school and I was working. Like I had tattoos and shit. Like, but I worked. Yeah, I worked though. I went to work after school.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, miniature thug, shrimp thug type shit. But shit, I just like my shoe game was crazy because shit, we wore uniforms. Like our uniform colors was red. We had to have either a red shirt, a black shirt, or a white shirt. And then our pants, we either could wear khaki, black, or gray, and navy blue. That was it. No other colors. Period. All that green, all that trying to wear the Dickies to school and shit. Yeah, you get your ass rolled up and sent home. And shit. Yeah, they ain't play. But see, that was at that one school my mama had, a little alternative school my mama had me go to because I was wilding at my first school. But I learned how to get around her because, with having older parents, it's like my brothers and sisters did so much shit that I couldn't really, I had to kind of reinvent the wheel. You feel me? So shit, I had to reinvent the wheel on my mama ass. I learned quick, like, keep an after school job. I can always use work. Never failed. My mama caught me and my friend skipping one time, and I just got it by her. Like she just was down for the thing that I had to be to work at 12. Mind you, it's a school day. They not gonna put me on the schedule for 12 o'clock. They not allowed to. They can't do that legally. I gotta go to work. Mama, I might possibly be entering until I tried to get my mama to do the paperwork so I could get out of school early to go to work. Now, my mama was not with that shit. She had me taking all kind of bullshit ass classes. Like, my mama had me in pre-cal. Fucking,
shit.
Man, I hated her for that shit. That shit made me, like, because she couldn't help me with my homework. Like, not to mention, I had to tell her, like, my teacher made it seem like we just had all the opportunity. Now, mind you, I realized that shit was real with pre-calculus. When I went into class the first day, you know how you get your schedule, you get your syllabus and shit, sit down, you chit-chat, you don't really do no work. Nah, man, this lady had 2 problems on the board that took everybody, every bit of the whole class to try to figure out. and then gave us one homework problem. It was one equation. Man, that shit was so stressful. It's the most stressful time of high school I think I ever endured.
That shit goofy as fuck.
That shit taught me though about it's crazy how they put certain symbols in front of us and they teach it to us in math. That's another form of science. Math is another form of science. And once you understand the formulas of everything in everyday life, it's a formula for everything, for the stars, for the calculation of the distance. You know what I'm saying? Everything is made with formulas and math, but like I learned in pre-calculus, damn, I used to always think that math was easy because that was my easiest subject, math and sciences. Because with math, it's always an answer. It's always an answer in math up until you get to pre-calculus. Once you get there, fuck all that shit that you learned before. That shit goes completely out the window. You don't know nothing. You gotta really relearn everything in reverse because sometimes there isn't an answer. Sometimes it's infinity. The fuck?
In math, man, it be shit like that be goofy. And I used to be overanalyzing shit. I used to be a nigga that used to ask the questions like why?
But you supposed to, you're a Gemini. Like we supposed to ask those questions about like why is it infinity? Like what do you mean it's continuous? Damn, this nigga tire flat again. This girl be coming out here flattening the shit out of this nigga tire. Damn. Oh, I'm finna put this on motherfucking Instagram. Both of his tires flat. She flattened both of them. Oh shit, I'm trying to tell you, Trill Pill, it be going down out here. The girl done flattened both of the tires. This nigga shit sitting on 2 flat frames. I'm gonna put it on Instagram.
And did she stab them hoes or what?
They are definitely stabbed. Both of them hoes is flat to the floor. The 2 front tires.
Damn. That's all bad for Buddy.
He just got them tires though. He was out here going off about that shit the other night.
Yeah.
Hell no. They'll do it to you. Leave these goddamn Jacksonville girls alone. They crazy.
Shit.
I ain't fucking with nobody car. Cause if I catch you touching my shit, man, it's on. Like Donkey Kong.
Man, I be trying to keep the peace.
Yeah, I don't play them kind of games. Don't pop up. You know what I'm saying? And don't touch my car. You know, that's easy.
I'll be trying to keep the fucking peace. I don't want none of them problems. Don't bother me.
But that's how you know there's some men like them younger girls, and that's what come with them younger chicks because they, you know, they be possessive. They be in relationships with single niggas, and they don't realize it. And when they realize that they was in a relationship with a single ass nigga, they get mad and they want to react. You can't react. You can't go busting a man windows out and shit, shooting up his car. You know what I'm saying? Flattening his tires and shit.
Yeah.
You know, back in the days, I would have advocated for some crazy shit like that, but now I don't advocate for shit like that. Now I got my, you know.
I be telling, I'm just listen to how they talk. Especially these celebrity women, they tell them all secrets. You know what I'm saying?
Like Halle Berry crazy for real in real life, allegedly. She crazy. That's why she can't keep no man.
I figured.
She had, like, think about it. Like, me and my sister used to always say this. Like, she had one of the finest men in the industry, Eric Benet. I mean, you're not going to comment on this, but I'm a woman, so I'm going to comment. But Eric Benet was, like, one of the finest men. This chick fucked it up with him, and he was just like, he said the same shit that the rest of her ex-husbands have said about her. Like, she's bipolar. She you know, and not saying that it's something wrong with her because she has a, you know, a mental disability or whatever, a mental illness, but people be looking at her and thinking that looks is everything, and it's really not about your outer appearance, it's about what's on the inside.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, boy. Some of them be like, man, it might be worth it. You know what I'm saying? It might be worth it. Halle Berry, no. It ain't
Somebody told me I look like Nia Long. You think I look like Nia Long? I don't know about that. Heard it often. I've heard it off and on.
Get the picture, cause I see.
You said what?
I had to get a picture. Niggas gonna tell me I look like Ken Ball Slice. shit.
You do. No, you look like well, with that picture, you look like Rick Ross, but you know.
Hey, because when I went to college, that was my nickname in college. Like, I didn't come in like, you can't pick your nickname. Like, if you choose your own nickname, that shit come on, pick your own nickname. Like, yeah, Nick call me Bubba B or some wild shit. I never forget. I remember I beard up. Those and I had gold teeth in my mouth. And that's not back when I still had hair. I had my waves, my faded waves. And I had a wave cap. And my roommates was walking home. And I had their partners over with. And one of them niggas, and they was like, Kimbo Slice. And they called me Kimbo. I still to today. Nigga. I was like, fuck it. I guess that's my nickname. I didn't come up with it. They like, fuck it, man.
Trip here, your Wi-Fi tripping like a motherfucker, man.
But I was like, man.
You heard what I said?
Hey, can you hear me?
I said, I can't hear you now. It ain't funny. I said, I said, Trip here, your Wi-Fi tripping like a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, man. Right here, trash as man. It should be frustrating because it doesn't interfere my game, my streaming shit. Like you watch.
Trail Pillar be back with a brief intermission. Hey, that shit keep going in and out, man. Nah, Trail, I'm finna get off of here, man. I'm finna take me a shower and go to bed. Gotta get ready for my work day tomorrow. I appreciate you for having me, talking to you, actually having a stable conversation.
Most definitely.
Have a great rest of your night, a grand rising and a grand setting, and peace and love.
Be careful. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm about to close this shit all out. Nigga Wi-Fi fucking up and shit. It's about 3 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody pulling up. There's 9 niggas in this whole watching, so I appreciate y'all pulling up. I will be going live a few more other times. Try to get this Wi-Fi shit straightened out. It's just fucking up, but until then, stay true and heal. Monumental to be monumental. It's a Trip Hill podcast. And also, remember, that's September Suicide Prevention Month. National Suicide Prevention Week. It's already started, you know, September the 5th through the 11th. And World Suicide Prevention Day is September 10th. And also, if you are in a crisis and need immediate support or intervention, call and go to the website of National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. Trained crisis workers are available to talk 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your confidential and toll-free call goes to the nearest crisis center in the Lifeline National Network. These centers provide crisis counseling and mental health referrals. The situation is potentially life-threatening, call 911 or go to a hospital emergency room. So, thank you everybody for pulling up. I didn't really have no topic. I just decided to go late. You know what I'm saying? Go live a little late. Get one of these shows off. But I will be back with more topics soon. I think my next live is going to be about Daniel Prude. You know what I'm saying? This guy right here, Daniel Prude. If you don't know the story of Daniel Prude, I'm going to introduce this case. He was wrongfully murdered. He had a mental, he had a kind of had like a breakdown, and the police didn't know how to handle this. You know what I'm saying? This brother right here, and he lost his life, all because there were nobody there that really cared or really knew about his symptoms and knew how to take care of somebody like this. And because of that, they reacted like they always react. They don't get a understanding of anything, is they kill you. So Daniel Prude is going to be my next live. I'm going to introduce the story, give some background information, and really get into it. This guy that's next to him, that's his brother. This guy that's in the picture, that's Daniel Prude. So y'all go read about the Daniel Prude story. That's something that I will cover next. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get more into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not used to go bed up late. I'm not gonna lie. That's why it got to my midnight voice. You know what I'm saying? My Quiet Storm voice. You know what I'm saying? It's the Quiet Storm. Shit. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, next time we get right to Daniel Prude's story. It's a good story. It's a great story for us to take notes and to realize that the stigma, we have to do all that we can to fight our stigma. You know what I'm saying? To fight the stigma, mental health. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, we're going to be dead. A little bit more difficult to, and it's even more difficult to teach us that they don't understand people. So, Daniel Prude's going to be. So, appreciate y'all pulling up. This shit probably a little bit. So, much love. This bitch.